Good morning, Tradeify Nation. Welcome back to another London session stream. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. Guys, what? Happy Monday, 3rd of August. I hope everyone's having an amazing start to the week. I hope everyone's crushed it already. If you have been trading an Asia session, overnight session, hope you guys have killed it. Hope you guys are also ready to lock in for the full 3-hour London session stream with me today. It's just me. It's just me, so get comfy. It'll be me and you guys for the next 3-hour London session. So we are going to bang. We're going to lock in. We're going to be focused. Yeah, I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. I'm just happy it's Monday. I'm happy we can come back and we can trade now because the weekend is, for all of us traders, the worst day, the worst 2 days of the week because we don't get to trade, right? So I'm glad we're back. And yeah, just to answer, no Nick today. No Nick for the entire week. So yeah, it's just going to be me. We might we will be definitely having a guest on Wednesday, but who knows? We may have more. We may drop some more surprises during the week as to who those guests will be. But for now, it is just me and you guys for the week. Nick is enjoying a well-deserved break. And so yeah, let's see what this request for Lord Kane. I will put the request in. But we'll see what this week brings us. Hopefully some great price action. So actually, before I get into the charts, I will of course say good morning. Good morning, Miss Kitty. Good morning, It's Reckless. Good morning, Pizza Johnny. Good morning, Kobe, Miss Kitty. Good morning, Balance Grow. Good morning, Angia. Good morning, Enzel, Christo, Cape Town, Joe Mama. Good morning, Get any Rios. You guys are always first. Violet's Blue. Good morning, Aggression. Good morning. You know, we haven't seen in a while, chat. Like Leia, she is still enjoying. I mean, well-deserved. Leia is enjoying her break, but it's crazy not to see her as part of the first lot of comments that come through. Good morning, Foxy Locks. Good morning, Gift Lord. Good morning, J Ram, Cat Young. Everyone's here. Anime Universe, Lionel, AG Trader. Good morning. All right, there are too many of you now. I have to slow down. So let's get straight into the charts. This is NQ as usual. I'm going to break down what I'm seeing on the charts, and then you guys can let me know what you're seeing, if you guys are in any trades, what you think. Am I completely wrong here? Of course, you guys never held back. So this is the weekly on NQ. This is what we're looking at currently. Interestingly enough, if you take the low from Monday, that's 30th of March, so that end of March low to the highs, this is the weekly chart on NQ. You can see we've just come down to retrace. This bearish move that we were seeing is just a retracement into 50% of this range. So we had this bullish rally, this huge rally, roughly, I mean, from that low to that high is like the 7,800 point move that we've been watching since March, and then we just had a small shift back to the downside, but it's clearly had a reaction nicely there to the 50%, the midpoint of that range. So that's interesting to see. This could be a point where we bounce from. We've retraced into 50% of the leg, and now this could be an area of price that we hold to go higher to take out new all-time highs. Don't call me crazy. I'm pretty much expecting us to continue bullish in our uptrend from here. But I know anything can happen. We could see further downside, but it's just cool to see that wick has been left behind right on that 50% level. So coincidence? I don't know. We'll see. Definitely a very key area. In saying that, in the daily, if I drop down here, you'll be able to see there is a clear gap up. How we open today is with a gap below. So that means now that is an area of price I'm watching to see if we can fill this area. For now, we are trading above it, so I would then therefore be bearish down in to fill that gap, because whenever we have opening gaps on NQ, we do like to go back down and fill them. So that's definitely something I'm watching today. This is the gap in price from the open, from where we closed on Friday, and then to where we open at 6 p.m. On that Sunday night open. So that is the price in between there. That is the new week opening gap, the new day opening gap. And that is a very sensitive area of price that I will be looking to draw into. So bearish into the gap today, definitely. Whether that gets filled in New York or London is another question. But we'll just read how London price action goes. If it looks like it's trying to make that move, I will try get onto the shorts. If not going to force anything, but that is definitely an idea there. Where we could target. There is also this wick from Friday's New York Open. I will pull that as a line. There we go. That is Friday's New York high. That is definitely an area of price I'm watching to the upside as well, potentially. If we are going to trade higher and to take out a key level, I'd be looking at that New York Open high as well. That level is sitting at 28,725.75. So that is a level that I'm watching potentially for us to sweep. Yes, sweep. And then trade off, reject, and then sell off from there. So watching those key levels, so the gap and the New York Open high there. And right now we are still inside Asia's range. Asia's range overnight session wasn't too much. We're looking at 160 points from that low to high. That is my Asia range from the 8 p.m. to the midnight zone. So around 160 was it? Did I say? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me measure that up again. 160 points. There we go. So overnight, nothing crazy, but still a range to work with. We are currently in the middle of that range, so I never enjoy taking trades while we're in the middle of it. If we can get a sweep of the highs there first, I much prefer shorting from the extreme end than in the middle. And what we're seeing now is Asia high has been put in, and we have a previous 4-hour high up above here, which is in line with Asia high, and then previous 4-hour low just below here. So as you guys know, the way I like to trade is I use the 4-hour to determine my buys for the session. So no matter what the weekly, daily is doing, I'm just trying to capture sometimes like a 15-minute trade during the intraday trading during the London session. So for that reason, I'm not stuck to the high time frame bias. I know that that's definitely something to be aware of across the whole trading day, where that weekly chart, where that daily chart is heading. But in terms of the trading session now, I use the 4-hour to determine where I think price could be heading in literally the next few hours of the session. So based on the 4-hour currently, we haven't actually swept either side. We have obviously a bullish fair value gap to the downside on the 4-hour. So that would be a nice potential to sweep 4-hour low, tap into a bullish gap, and then go on to take New York Open high. And then maybe New York session is the session where we fade and we short into the gap. So something to keep an eye on, but definitely unless that 4-hour candle sweeps the low or the high, I don't touch the London session. There you go. Looks like we could be potentially getting a sweep there now. But yeah, obviously there was a sell for me and my model earlier on. I wasn't at the chart, so this printed at 12:51. I was having breakfast, so I was not here. But that was a clean. If we go back, well, not as clean because we do have Asia high just above there, but nevertheless, the displacement that we saw on that inversion was a nice. Looking one. So a nice strong displacement bearish candle that created the inversion, stops just above the highs, probably above Asia high there to give it room. And then you've got the previous 15-minute high sweep. Obviously previous 4-hour high had been swept all the way back here. And then align that with the previous 15-minute high. There's the inversion, and then at market from this inversion candle. So could have potentially still been in that short if I had been on the charts in time. All right, that's enough. I've been talking way too much. Good morning to all of you. Let me know now, what is everyone thinking about NQ today? Bearish, bullish, neutral? What do you guys think? I'm going to definitely ease into Monday. Definitely. I mean, we had Amazon earnings go crazy, up 15%, I think, after their earnings report. So they are doing very well. So markets are reacting definitely heavily to that. And right now I don't want to be rushing into anything, so I'm just going to be waiting. Obviously if I get a setup I'll take it, but right now there is nothing, so I'm not rushing. All right, Jesse James, good morning Andrea. Good morning. Jesse James Lane, if your bias is bullish, for example, do you only use the 4-hour lows to sweep and not the highs, aiming for a continuation long only? Yes, so if I'm only bullish if the previous 4-hour low is swept. If we get that sweep, let's go to the 4-hour. If price trades down below this 4-hour low here, then I'm bullish, looking for the move up after that. So I need the sweep lower the accumulation to happen at the open of the candle. Then we manipulate lower, sweep out previous 4 hour low. Now I'm looking for longs the entire session. Once whichever side is set first, it determines my bias for that session. So if we go on to sweep out previous 4 hour high first before taking previous 4 hour low, this then becomes the target and we take shorts into this low. If that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions about that. Good morning, Petru Lucian. Zach Rissling, you were watching the market every single day last month. What do you think of the price action last month? Honestly, some nice moves in July. Honestly, had quite a good month. I honestly think there were days where I could not read, and I think I did myself a favor by just not taking trades on the funded accounts. There was a couple of weeks earlier in July that were just up and down. But we had some good earnings days. We had some good red folder days, and they always bring good volatility to the market. So, I mean, I didn't hate July, but obviously we're now in August and this could be a whole different month. But I'm obviously a perma bear at heart. You guys see, I'm always trying to catch that bearish move. And I think July, because of what we saw to the downside, I was able to catch some of that. So it wasn't so bad. But now, a new month, we'll see what August brings us. We're looking for short or long. Kasim, I am right now neutral until this 4 hour does something. Kobe Cortez is bearish to fill the gap, then back bullish. Yep, that's sort of how I'm reading this market. Definitely, we could be seeing the drop first in the London session. We could see us drop down into the gap in the London session, and then New York session creates that expansion session, and we continue to rocket back up to the highs here from Friday. Or we go on to take this out first, and then we're shorting into the new week opening gap later in the London session. We'll see. No, SLJ 1000. No, I'm not. Good morning, Jether. Bullish to previous day high. Where are my previous day high levels? Hold on. What's going on? Whoa, that's really weird. All my levels are taken off. Okay, I need previous day low. I need Asia high, Asia low. I need current day open. There we go. All right. Now my levels, there we go. So that's it. So New York open from last Friday is actually the previous day's high there. So I don't have to manually draw that line anymore. That is definitely the area to the upside. I'm watching to see if we take that out first and then have a move off that level. So that's previous day high at 28.72575 on NQ. And you have previous day low. And then at the moment, Asia high and Asia low is still intact. So we'll see. It's definitely levels to be taking out. I'm just waiting. I'm not married to any bias. I always just react to whatever the 4 hour is doing. I'm always watching and waiting for the 4 hour to show me where we could be going. Gap into gap into gap. Constantine. Good morning. Good morning. What account type are you using? 150K growth accounts. Good morning, Solo Celine stream. Yes, chat, it is just me for the next 3 hours. So lock in. Everyone better be disciplined, locked in. Also, I have Banhammer. I mean, I always have Banhammer rights, but today extra because Nick's not here, so I need to be on the ball to ban some of you if I need to. Just warning that. Rios says, I tried to build your indicator with Claude AI and it just made a mess, ended up fighting with it. We've all been there with Claude that's how I started actually. I started with trying to build my own indicator based on what I wanted it to print with AI, and it did not go to plan. So that's why I called upon the guys at Script Edge to help me, because that coding and Pine Script it's just a whole nother ball game. It's difficult. Morning, no paper trade today. Nope, no paper trade. That paper trade ended up losing Just so you all know. I wasn't watching it or managing it or anything, but I just checked this morning when I opened Tradeify and it was red. Lionel Haseline, in my opinion, today the price is more neutral until we sweep Asia low and 4-hour swing low to continue bullish. What do you think? Absolutely. For me, if we do get a sweep of previous 4-hour low or Asia low, and then in taking out Asia low would then be tapping into this new week opening gap, 100% I would see this as a bullish market after that. We do need to drop into this opening gap first for me to see the bulls. Otherwise, we could potentially be holding out to take out first previous day high, Asia high, and then take shorts off that. It's still very indecisive for me. I am very much neutral until then. Pizza Johnny says, yes, I'm getting banned this week, Celine, I think. Well, you decide that, Jonathan. You decide that. No Nick Monday. No Nick week today. No one to argue with. Yes. Oh, the peace, chat, the peace to just have my say and not have to fight it. You guys know. Today is dictator session. Good luck, y'all. Tatum, I am not the dictator around here. I will only ever bring out the ban hammer if it's relevant and if we need to. But yeah, I mean, call me the dictator, but if it's honestly only the people that want to play games with me in here. There's only one or two. Does no Nick also mean no push-ups? Most likely, Menzo, yeah. There's a very low chance that I'm just going to leave you guys staring at my chair while I'm down there doing push-ups. So we're just going to say no push-ups this week. Celine, are we bullish for the week? For the week? Yes, right now I am. I'm not going to say for the week, but today at least, based on how I read this weekly chart, I mean, I see this as the retracement into 50% of the range. So potentially this is the low we've been put in. If this week closes without taking this low out, then we have formed a swing low on the weekly chart, and then therefore we could potentially be heading higher after that. But that is only my guess. Can never be sure. Don't ever want to be trying to predict markets here, but that's what potentially could happen. Is the 15-minute bullish looking to you? No, I can't read this yet. We're in the middle of Asia's range right now, so we're kind of nowhere. We're in the middle, unless we get to the extreme of either side of this range, as in the Asia high or the Asia low. I'm not trying to take a reversal in the middle of a session. Santuk says London will be sideways. Well, I hope not. I want to try to get a trade in here. Better not be sideways. Rio says, I was going to close the stream after 1 hour and I'm staying, thank God. Rios, no, don't be like that. Celine, did you secretly switch out to white again? Baz Trades, you legend. Okay, you have great eyesight. I will actually have to switch back to the gray charts for you guys. But yes. How did you notice? That's amazing. No, I I had white charts. I forgot why. I think on Friday I was taking screenshots. I prefer using the white charts when I'm doing analysis anyway after the session. So sometimes I forget. Giveaway target. All right, let's get to business because we're going to do a whole bunch of giveaways today. No doubt. Just as long as you guys smash the like. So I'm going to say pretty easy. We're going to keep it simple for the first one. I'm going to say 550 likes for the first giveaway. Roman, let's chuck that in the chat just so we remember. 550, and I've written it down as well for the first giveaway. So once we get there, we'll do it. I've edited my spin the wheel, guys, so it now has like the blue thing that Nick had. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready as long as you guys are ready. Smash the likes and we'll do the giveaways. I'm thinking at least 4 today. Andrea, you said nothing, Andrea. She's like, it is noticeable. Blake says, hey, Celine, I want 100K select account. I have not received it yet. It was a week ago. I don't want to spam. Do you see my messages? Yes, Blake, I can see, and you are spamming now. It shouldn't take, if it's been 7 business days, then it's been long enough. So I will send, oh, why can't I screenshot that? I will send you a message to the back. I will just tag Brandon in that. We really have to work on getting these accounts to you guys quicker. That's really annoying. All right. Done. All right. Blake, I've sent that. So we should be able to process that for you ASAP. Effie, have you seen the Odyssey? Absolutely. I saw the Odyssey like the day or something it came out. Also, I saw Spider-Man this weekend. I'm not going to be the one to spoil it, but great. 10 out of 10. Outdone themselves. I don't know if anyone else here has seen it. Do not spoil anything, chat. Don't be that person. Don't do it. Just Sean vlog. Should I get Tradeify or Wealth Chats for my Tradeify account? I have no experience with both. Honestly, I've always just traded with Tradeify. I have no experience with Wealth Charts, and Tradeify are great. I say Tradeify. Constance of Spider-Man was quite good, wasn't it? Like for me, that's the best out of all 3 of them. That one, great. Like plot, everything. Coyle says. At 8 out of 10. Okay, still decently high. I mean, I get it. Zara, of course, is still Spider-Man 2. Awesome. Yeah, it was freaking great. I'm so glad. Like, I waited so long for that. It's so sad. Now we have to wait months for the next Marvel movie. Yeah, it's reckless. It's Tradeify for sure. All right, who was in... Oh, Pizza Johnny says, Sling giveaway team were away last week. It was said in New York that they are back today. Okay, cool. Jonathan, thanks for the update. I was not aware of that update, but there you go, guys. So if anyone else is waiting on giveaway accounts, today should be the day you should receive them because we got the team back and they'll be sorting them out. Celine, are you waiting for the gap to fill to go long? I would prefer to see the gap filled before taking longs, definitely. This is an area of price I'm watching because this, as NQ likes to do, we do come down usually to fill the gap before going higher. So if previous 4-hour low really sweeps here, it's not an area of price I want to really be getting long because we are in the middle of that range. I prefer for us to drop deeper into Asia low and then take the longs out of there. Odysseus took 10 years to get home, bro, needed Google Maps. Wait, that's actually so funny. Like, why didn't he just have Google Maps though? He would have gotten there so much quicker. Even I didn't get the giveaway account because I didn't win. Well, yes, Panya, that would be right. If you didn't win, don't expect a giveaway account. Celine, do you only look for your model inside kill zones or sessions? Usually, yes. Between 2 to 6 a.m. Are the cleanest setups, and then 9:30 to 11 in New York. But I'm not always trading this style in New York. Yes, I don't always trade this same model. The reversal, I usually will take in London like this every time. This is my London session reversal, but sometimes it does play out nicely around 10 a.m. in New York, but that's not always the trade I'm taking. How could I participate? Sorry, how could I participate in the giveaway, says Sebastian. You're going to have to wait. We have to get the likes. Let me actually check how many likes we have. Once we have 550 likes, I'll do the first giveaway. I'll send the giveaway form in here as usual. Once I send you guys the form, all you have to do is fill it out. It's literally, you just put your YouTube username. Super simple. 284 likes, so not crazy. Why not short now if you're sure that the gap gets filled, or is there a reason it could backfire? Just a daddy 28. What a username. Why not short now? So reason being is I'm not convinced or have no data to say that this is definitely going lower. All I do know is that when we have a sweep of the previous 4-hour low or high, we generally do react from those levels. So until then, this is like in no man's land for me anyway, and not an area of price where I can predict where we're going. This could absolutely just trade higher, could come as low as this low, make an equal low, and then trade higher. There's no reason why it should just go lower from here. We're in the middle of Asia's range. We haven't taken out Asia high or Asia low yet. I do think the gap's going to be the play today at some point, maybe in New York. So why should I just press sell here? It's not like it's all about, you have to time it as well. You can say as much as you want, oh, it's going to go lower and it's definitely going for that gap, but you have to time that short properly, because there's some people that could be going short now with a stop above this high, and then price, we have London session open in 30 minutes, price manipulates higher, takes them out, and then drops lower. So it's not an area of price. I'm just looking to price short just because I'm convinced of New Week opening gap getting filled today. You got to wait. Mecca, hi, Celine, good afternoon. Love from India. Love to India. Good morning. Celine, how was your weekend? My weekend was great. I spent a long day at the beach. Then I spent yesterday was a bit of house cleaning, doing stuff around the house, and then watching Spider-Man, which was the highlight. I waited so long for that movie. I was crying so much of it as well. It was so emotional, but I had a great weekend, Amir. How was everyone else's weekend in here, chat? Did anyone do anything exciting? Rocky says, I think London is going to play good, but New York will go choppy. We'll go with choppy part. Interesting. Who knows? Who knows? You can think that all you want, and then NQ just comes and smacks you in the face with reality. So I don't try to get like too convinced of anything. I'm just sitting here waiting. Right now, it does look like we could be taking out previous 4-hour low now. Very soon. The hourly has a top wick. Definitely looks like we want to trade lower based on the hourly right now, but still I'm not taking anything. I don't have a setup, so I'm just waiting. What? We don't need that much drawdown. With what? Hello from New Zealand. Hello, New Zealand. But ES took out a weekly high. Did it now? Is ES SMT? Where are we? Ooh, ES did take out that hourly. Interesting. Still an inside candle on the 4-hour on ES, but a very different previous 4-hour candle here. As you can see, ES had a bullish candle close, that last 4-hour candle, and NQ didn't. So NQ looking way weaker here based on that last 4-hour candle close. And as you can see, if I zoom in here, ES's hourly took out previous hourly high, and NQ didn't. NQ couldn't quite get to that high, so NQ definitely more weak here. Interesting. I will keep both open. T. Bogartslin, do you believe when people say that a strike can work on any asset, any time frame? What do I think of that? There's just no way that someone has backtested properly to determine that. To backtest one asset in full properly can take weeks, months. So like when someone says they've it can work on everything, I just don't believe that. Every asset, everything moves so differently. I can't trade this exactly on YM or like just anything else because I haven't tested it on that. And this is a reversal model. So it relies on something that NQ does quite frequently that gold, for example, doesn't always, or not that I look at any other charts, but like, silver or platinum might not have those same reactions at those levels. So I couldn't just sit here and say because it works in NQ that it's going to work on everything else unless I have the data to back that and have back tested, et cetera, et cetera. But I think many people probably haven't put those hours in and back tested properly. So I don't agree with that. No, I don't think there's a strategy that can work across every single asset in every time frame. Hello from Japan. Hello from Alaska. Well, hello to you guys. We're on literally other sides of the world. Kunal says, hello from Mars. Hello from Earth. Has 7 Eve. Slim, what's your strat? My strat is basically a reversal model. You'll never see me like take continuation trades in the London session. It's a reversal model. So it requires a sweep or for price to trade above the extremes of a range. So right now when we're in London session, I'm looking to Asia session. So I'm looking at where Asia high is, where Asia low is, and where the previous 4-hour high is and where the previous 4-hour low is. So if price trades above, for example, a key session level like Asia high, which is also aligned with the previous 4-hour high there, then I'm looking to fade that and take shorts off that sweep. So once we trade to those highs, I'm not the trader who like takes the longs once we get there. I'm taking the shorts once we get there. So once we get to highs like that, a key level high or 4-hour high. And that's basically it. And then I use to time that, I use the 15-minute and I'm trying to get into the distribution of the 15-minute candle. So I'm timing it. So the 4 hours shows me that we've swept. And once we're at a key level like an Asia high, then I'm using then my bias is determined. All right, great. I'm looking for shorts. To time it then, I drop to the 15-minute. I'm looking for the 15-minute to first accumulate, manipulate higher, and then I enter off a 1-minute IFEG when we start to distribute down on that 15-minute candle but execute on the 1 minute, if that makes sense. Has 7 Eve, liquidity sweep, then IFEG, then entry. Yeah, pretty much. Yep, I just traded between the 4-hour and the 15-minute. It's probably different to what you might see online, but I just use the 4-hour, the 15, and the 1 minute. Do you trade other assets as well or purely focus on E-mini? I trade E-mini, NASDAQ, and also obviously micro sometimes and gold sometimes too. That's about it. FX Safe Trader. I'm a student, so I don't have money. Can you give me a 22-inch monitor when you give a monitor? I'm doing trading better. I have one old laptop. Its display is broken. That's why I need a monitor, please. Okay. No. We can't be giving everyone monitors here in the chat. But let me tell you something. When I first started trading, I only had a laptop. That's all I used. So one thing to remember is having a monitor isn't going to make you any more profitable. If you're just using a laptop, even half of a screen, even a tablet, an iPad, whatever it is, you can definitely learn to trade off that. You don't need the whole setup. That's one thing I'll say. Has 7 EEPs as I trade same. Oh, cool. Awesome. Kobe Cortez says, even a phone works, lol. For real. I mean, I'm not at that point where I can trade off the phone yet, but one day I will. Right now, I've been screwed over by the phone too many times, like leaving orders on, not closing them properly. Stephen, hello, Selena Traders. Hello, Stephen. Chat, are we smashing the likes? Because I said 550 and we'll do the first giveaway. Make sure you guys are joining and smashing the like button. 365. All right, we're getting there. Pioneer says, I agree with Selena. Comfortably trade on a single monitor. It's 19-inch. There you go. You don't need 22-inch monitors or anything like that to be a profitable trader or to just learn how to trade even in general. If you don't have money, bro, get a job. Also that, It doesn't sound like you're in the position to really be trading properly anyway. I mean, if you don't have like income or a source of financial like means right now, that is not the position you want to be in to start trading. That too, definitely. You can't be relying on trading as your only source of income if you have no savings or no other income to fund your life, because it's the kind of thing where you might not see money from for years, and you need to be prepared for that. Good morning. Good morning, Alice. Don't need big monitors to be profitable. If you want to do it with your phone. Agreed. Are you short NQ? Nope, I'm not in any trades yet. Like I said, I'm waiting for the 4 hour to tell me where the hell we're going. Right now, it does look like we want to go lower based on how the hourly is looking. And right now the 4 hour is also very close to that 4 hour low, but not quite. So I'm waiting. Oh my gosh, Will. That's crazy. Trade on my Nintendo Switch, says it's reckless. That would be so sick. Imagine being able to like play Mario Kart and then like take a trade to the right. They need to make Tradeify an app on the Switch. What an idea. A VWAP down there for both NQ and ES. Is it? I do have VWAP here. I see. Interesting. God Eggs. Hi, I'm from India. I want to learn trading. What should I have to focus on? What should I have to focus on at the basics I have completed? Okay, so it sounds like you've completed the basics of trading and you want to know what you should focus on now. Definitely get yourself an eval and start to learn risk management. If you've learned the basics and you have some sort of trading knowledge strategy that you want to start to practice, I would definitely get an eval and use that as your training ground and learn risk management. Learn just the basics of like how it feels when you enter a trade, when you take profit on a trade, when you take a loss on a trade. Like that's going to now be your next thing for probably the next few months. It's going to take a long time, but definitely start with an eval. And definitely start with a Tradeify eval for that matter. GRV SingSling, which indicator do you use? I knew these questions were going to come. I've been trying to ignore them. All right, so these are the indicators I use. I'm going to explain it now, and then hopefully never again for the rest of the stream. I use one indicator, basically prints all my key levels. So you can see like previous day high here, daily open, Asia low, Asia high. Basically any of the key levels you see are the sessions in key levels indicator. That's this one here. So I can set my own Asia session hours. This one here, the previous level that I want to see. So previous day highs and lows, current levels. I only really look at current days open, but there's a whole bunch of levels you can use from here, and that's all I use. And then I've got this one, which basically visualizes my setup. It uses the 4 hour, 15 minute time frames to align. It also prints my little bias indicator here. It's all in the one indicator, and then tells me whether we have a high time frame sweep, an intermediate time frame sweep, and then whether there's an inversion as well. And so that's when I start to look for my setup. So it just helps because basically when I'm streaming and trading, it can be very difficult to see all my levels all at once lining up, and I use the combination between a 4 hour and the 15-minute time frame. So some people might have like the high time frame charts on their candles. I just prefer to see, I used to trade like that, but it got a little bit messy. So now I can just see like, okay, the 4 hour low has just been taken. Basically you can see it's now a dashed line. Now I can see previous 4 hour low sweep. I can see previous 15-minute low sweep. So currently those two levels are aligning there, which means we could potentially see a long off that. But right now I'm not as convinced. We're very close to London Open here, so we'll see. Dude Monkey says, or paper trade don't even need an eval. No, disagree. Dude Monkey, disagree. I think paper trading is very different to trading on an eval. The reason is when you paper trade, you have no emotional attachment to the money that you're risking. At least with an eval, you know you've spent however much it is, even if it's $50, $100, whatever it is on this account, you therefore have that on your mind. And that is more like realistic trading. So paper trading can teach you maybe the mechanics of, okay, this is how you press buy and this is how you put in your amount of contracts, etc. But when it comes to like the actual trading side of things, an eval is the best place to learn because you at least can practice with a little bit of money in the back of your head, being like, okay, I do have this amount of money at risk, so I do need to take my trades more seriously than you might in a paper trade. I think most people can agree there that paper trading, you can literally break your rules, like nothing, it's not going to hurt you. Nothing's going to affect you at all. But with evals, at least if you break your rules and you overtrade or you over risk or you put the wrong number, like those execution errors even are going to affect you because you have money that you spend on that account. So putting money behind the account, therefore, will make you a better or at least a more careful trader when it comes to when you're learning. That's what I did. I sat on an eval for months, and just took it really slow. Was trading 1 micro, 2 micros at most, and then just practicing. Taking my setups, knowing full well this account is probably going to be blown, but it was a great learning experience. What is our likes target? Guys, it's pinned in the chat. It's 550 likes for the first giveaway. Sis, where is Potato Trader? Potato Trader, you mean Spud, the Spuddy? He is only with us in the New York session. So Spuddy will, I think he's here today. That Potato is getting married soon, so I'm not sure if he's actually here today. I'm not sure. But you'll have to find out. You have to go see the New York session to catch the Spud. The tuition fee is a couple of blown evals. True. That's a good way to put it. It's a tuition free fee. Pretty much you're paying for your own tuition, and that's how trading works. Ray Hunapo says, I paper traded for 4 months, passed my first eval after that. A week later got a payout, then didn't see one for months, lol. Okay, damn, you had one of like, a lot of people have this sort of like really quick, like get to the payout really quickly and then think they've seen it all, they've done it all, like they're gonna make it, and then it just tumbles from there. Like, where does all the profits go? How did that happen so quickly? A lot of people, I don't know, beginners like, I don't know, but a lot of people I've spoken to have had that same experience. Even people in the chat here have told me that same story. Like, they came to passing their eval within a couple months, getting to the funded stage payout very quickly, and then saw nothing after that. So was it luck? That's what we have to ask ourselves. It's about consistency in trading. So, I mean, like, you got to just be able to execute, repeat that, have data behind the strategy that you're using to determine whether, okay, did I actually just get lucky here, or is this something that is repeating that I can actually continue to make money from by trading like this? Celine, did you have your coffee this morning, G4Geo? Why? Do I look tired, G4Geo? I mean, I did take some sips. My stomach is still a little bit off. So I'm like, do I really want this coffee, or am I going to have to end up leaving the stream early? Yeah, there we go. I had another sip. Wait, G4Geo, are you saying I seem tired today? I feel like I'm not. I feel like I had a great sleep. Celine, serious question. Any tips how to get through ICT videos quicker? No, don't even try. Where's my notebook? I usually have it. I just moved off my desk the other day, but my notes are full. And that's only because I watch ICT videos in normal speed, like paused every time I need to write something down. And that way you don't miss anything. Like, there's no point in trying to skip anything there. Like, what are you trying to achieve? Are you actually trying to gain knowledge from his videos? Because if you try to skip them, chances are, or if you speed it up, you're going to miss something. I know that he rants. There's no lies there. I said he rants. I think he'll admit that himself. But there's little nuggets in there. You just have to listen. You have to have the patience. I mean, the amount of times I would be watching a video and then fall asleep and then have to wake up and I'm like an hour in and go back. And I just had to do that. It took me months to get through the entire 2022 mentorship because I just took it very slow. I would pause, go and look at my charts. I think that's the best way to do it as well. Have your charts open at the same time as you're watching him talk and then go through it with your charts. So he'll be like, okay, well, look where this level of price, and you go back to that date. He'll usually have the date open. You can go back yourself and see if you can see what he's seeing, and then screenshot that and then make notes on that and then press play. It's got to be an interactive thing. If you sit there and try watch his stuff just for the whole, for example, sometimes he's got 2-3 hour lectures, you're not going to take anything in. So do it in chunks. If this inverts, this is something I would take on the evaluations. Don't like trading inside of Asia's range here. I've explained that many times. You need to be at the extreme side of a range, but it's something I'll just take a stab at on the evals if it inverts here. If no, then we leave it. Okay, that's not inverting, so we leave that candle alone. Ray says, in my opinion, you have to watch everything to fully understand. Probably, but I got away with just watching the 2022 mentorship and took a whole bunch of information from that, and that's all I've ever used. And then from that, I've used my own trading knowledge and my own watching the charts every single day since 2024. And then from that, being able to put together my own way of trading. So probably watching more of his videos would have helped, but I never did. I took the 2022 mentorship and I went with that. You look fine, Celine. It's the tripping over words that I was talking about. Maybe it's because I'm talking too fast today, G4G. Maybe it's because of that. Carl says, I'm short 2 micros. Nice. Who else is in trades? Chat. I know some of you would be in trades right now. Let me know. James Clare says, you need to know majority of the PD arrays to really grasp context of price action. Yeah. I would say PD arrays is a very important concept that also helps determine where you put your stops as well. Seeing where the PD arrays are in price. A very good point. I want to know who's short though. Been in shorts for a while now, blazing to trading. Ditovi in shorts from 670. We have That's Jelisa also in a short. Short. Was in a short, closed it now green. Very nice. Short of the 5-minute PP after losing VWAP. Shorting now. Long now. Okay, we have one fader in the chat. Talma Santos. Long now. Okay, interesting. Majority of this chat, actually, did we get that live poll result in? Roman, I don't know if we got the poll in there. Did the results already come through? Oh, okay, you can see it. I just can't see it for some reason. Oh, good. All right, well, majority of you looking like you're bearish from all these messages coming through saying you're short. I think it's going to Asia low. Yeah, okay, well, if we do continue to drop here, there is only one target in sight, and that is the gap. Should we just take an eval stab at the shorts here to the gap? I mean, it's not the model, but we're selling here. It's so annoying. Had I been at the charts, I would have been in a sell from just before the 1 a.m. So like I would have been holding this short right now. My entry would have been here, or would I have been taking out break even? Oh, potentially I would have been break even on the rest. Oh, just. I would have had the 1-to-1. I would have taken partials here, and then I would have probably still held for Asia low. That would have been a nice short to be in right now. Oh well, we're waiting. I'm waiting for a clean. If we can drop to Asia low, we do have London session open in like 9 minutes. So it would be an even cleaner long if we get into Asia low. We tap into the gap. We're right now trading in a 4-hour bullish gap. So this is going to start to be a very nice long opportunity for me once we get to those extremes. Celine, it did 4-hour and 50-minute sweep. That was your model. That is part of the model. You guys are learning. It did, but you need a 1-minute inversion to tell you that there is the bullish strength. So there is no, you can have the 4-hour and the 15 align, but if there's no inversion to the upside, you protect yourself by not taking that trade, because look how the market just dropped here. If there was no signal of bullish strength to tell me to buy there, just because the 4-hour and the 15-minute lows were both swept. There's more to it. What else? What account size do you trade mostly? And minis or micros trade lot size wise? Okay, so this is futures, so it's not lot sizing. It's contracts, and I only trade minis when I'm trading evals, and I will trade micros when I'm trading my fundeds. Scum Productions. Lol. Literally everyone I've ever seen trade ICT. Hey, Scum Productions, I trade ICT. What are you trying to say? Bass Trade says, if you're wondering, chat, you can just look in the bottom right-hand corner of Celine's chart for all her confirmations. Yes, that is right, Bass Trades. That is right. As you can see right now, you have the high time frame sweep, the intermediate time frame sweep, and the inversion. So now everything is tick, tick, tick. The only thing against me right now is I don't like where we are, like actually in the middle here. But screw it. We'll take it on evals. Let me just, I don't even have an NQ open. Actually, no, it's still a bit risky. We're just inside Asia's range. That's what I don't like to be reversing from. It needs to go to take out Asia low first. But there is an SMT with ES, but ES is way too close to that previous 4-hour low. I just think we have to take out that low first. Gonna hold. Eval and funded drawdown mode explanation, please. Unk Trader, you are about to be banned if you ask one more time. You don't need to spam in here. Okay, that's a ban. That is a ban for a minute. There you go. The African sling, do you consider current sweeps or even the old ones? Because I've shorted because of Asia sweeps of the older HS. Wait, the older H, is that a dollar sign or an S? Damn it, I can't see. Basically, there you go, chat. See, this is why you use your discretion. That was not a clean long, and I'll explain it a bit. But the African, I only use the current sweep. So I'm only looking at where the previous 4-hour low and previous 15-minute low is. I'm never looking at what an old 4-hour, for example, the 4-hour from like 2 candles ago. It doesn't bother me. It's just using whatever this 4-hour, previous 4-hour low has done. AG Trader says exactly what I'm waiting for, Celine, for ES to liquidity sweep. It's 4-hour and also test VWAP. Cool. So a lot of us are still waiting for longs. Those of you in shorts are cleaning up. Nice, nice. And then hopefully there's ES taking out previous 4-hour low there. By the way, AG Trader. We now have still Asia low intact. Why are my levels not on ES either? Strange. Asia high, low, turn that on. Current day open. No, previous day high, low. Turn previous day open, current day open on. Okay, cool. Now we can see a bit clearer. All right, so Asia low is still intact on ES, of course. But we now have that both previous 4-hour lows have been swept on NQ and ES. So we'll see if there is a reaction here. There is 3 minutes to go for London session volume. But we'll see. Wait, what? Nick is longing, I can feel it. I feel it too. I feel it too. An older 4-hour candle. The African, no. I only use the previous 4-hour candle in reference. Ryan says, now watch ICT 2022 model. I wouldn't let off anyone but Michael. There you go. There's some ICT people in the chat here. Is London session volume better than New York? Nope. The volume is always the most on NQ when we're in the New York session. Obviously, the New York Stock Exchange open is going to be the heaviest volume. Good morning, Cheese Balls. Says, hope you're great. Good morning, Celine. What are we in, Cheese Balls? What are you trading? It's going to New York, new week gap at the session. Lows ain't shit. Yeah, I mean, looks like we're heading there. If you guys are in these shorts, definitely keep an eye on the new week opening gap here. That is where we could be heading right now. You've got Asia low, then below that you've got the new week opening gap. I'm actually wondering if if we do put in like a 5 minutes, say, there's a 5-minute gap there. If we tap into that and we have a bearish move off there, I might take that on evals. I like it. I'm convinced. T-Borgetslin, how much of your total drawdown do you risk on your funded accounts? 10%. That keeps my funded accounts alive. 10% every time. I suggest you guys implement it as well. Retros Delasay, hi Slim, very curious with your model. Says the setup ticks all the boxes, but you see that 1 minute inversion run straight into a 5-minute FVG. Do you skip it or do you find price usually disrespects the 5-minute FVG? No, I would skip that. If we're tapping into a high time frame gap like a 5-minute FVG, most of the time we are respecting that and we're reacting from it. So I need a lot more conviction to be entering that if we're trading inside a 5-minute opposing gap. So I'd need, like, if we're trading out of a 4-hour, like a high time frame bullish gap and it's with my direction, then I prefer that. But if we're trading into this, something like a 5-minute gap, I'd kind of want to be taking my risk off in this, knowing that potentially we could be reversing out of a bearish 5-minute gap like that. So it's an area of price I'd be going break even at least. Still potentially could take the trade, but just go break even and cover my position there. But let's see. What's the giveaway target, CC? It's in the chat. It's 550 likes today for the first giveaway. That's just the first one. GRV Sings is 10% of drawdown, 10% of account size, 10% of the drawdown. Just so if because your drawdown is always changing depending on. Oh, there we go. There's a little pop. Yeah, just because your drawdown is always moving and changing, it's good to have 10% of the total drawdown that you have left. That is the rule of thumb I use. So whether I drop down to $2,500 drawdown, then that means it's only $250 risk because I'm trying to keep those accounts alive. Was that the 5-minute tap? Well. 5-minute gap, tap, and short out of there. That's what I was looking for. Okay, well. I would actually look to short this in an eval. We're just gonna wait for this candle to close. I don't hate it. All right. I'm in a short. It's Roman, give me 1 second. I just need to, all right, chat, you know what? You're going to stare at my background for 1 second while I put these accounts. These are funded. These are evals. All right, there you go. Taking the short in the eval chat. It's not the model. But I really like the reaction from the London Open. Hey, good morning. Market Maker Mara says, Celine, I'm short from Vivo. I've just hit TP, starting the month slow in sniper mode. Hell yeah, Market Maker Mara, and good morning. I like the 5-minute tap and the heavy reaction we had out of there at London Open. We are rejecting off daily open right now. I have my stop just above the high that tapped into the 5-minute FVG there. We'll see. It's going to annoy me if I now get an actual like model setup, and I'm going to be in the shorts now. That's the only thing that's going to annoy me, because I'm going to have to take that. So we'll see. I'm going to take some off here. And then I feel like screw it. I'm just going to aim for the gap fill. All right, let's see what this market gives us. Also could potentially be getting a long setup here, which I don't like. It's not going to be fun to be in this short and get a potential long. 550 like gold, but giveaway is actually at 700. Wait, what? What likes are we at? What are we at? We're currently at 612 likes. Okay, we smashed the giveaway target. You know what that means? We are doing a giveaway right now. I'm going to get the form. Okay, give Celine a second to get the form. And then I'm going to send the form in the chat. Once I send the form in the chat, oh, would you look at that? I'm getting a long setup. Oh, this was the only problem if this happened. Okay, I'm out of that. I'm getting a long setup, so I don't like to be in opposing trades. We tried it. All right, that is why you take those kinds of trades on evals, because you wouldn't want to be taking those kind of risks on a funded account. But yes, I'm going to send the form in the chat. You guys know the rules. I'm now potentially getting a long forming here. I need to just put this order on. Oh no, okay. I didn't have the right copy group on chat. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Okay, we're just gonna leave it. I'm gonna just we're gonna do the giveaway first, okay? There's no point trying to execute and then I'm just gonna end up copy trading the wrong accounts here. So let's do the giveaway form first. Whatever happens with this long, I'm gonna have to sit here and just watch it now. Here it is. I have all your old responses in here. I need to delete that. Okay, copying the link. Copy. All right, sending this in. All you have to do is fill in the form. Only fill it in once. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you've liked the stream. Do not enter it more than once. You will be found. If you've entered it more than once, you will be disqualified from any future giveaways and you won't be winning any accounts. So here it is. Going to paste it like 10 times. Don't ask me where the form is. You guys know the rules. Here it is. Also, love that. Love that we're longing right here. Damn. Who's in the longs? Who's taking this? I know some of you are. As soon as I stab at a degenerate short, NQ prints me the long. Tell me the science behind it, chat. Tell me the science. Lucky I'm not stupid and taking this unfunded. All right, I should only be giving you I'm going to give you 20 more seconds. When this 1 minute candle goes to 30 seconds. I need to also bring up the sheet with your names. Oh, I haven't done the giveaway in so long. There is already 700 responses. Okay. All right. Closing it off there. No more entries. I'm copying everyone's names across. All right. Chat, no more entries. Void Walker, you were first. Okay, there's way too many names in here. I have to cut some of you out. Oh, there's like 1,000. All right, here we go. Copying them over. Gotta get that wheel up. Here we go. So first, we're gonna spin to see what exactly we're winning, as usual. Then we'll spin to see who won it. All right, let's go. All right, what's it gonna be? All right, it's a 50K select. Let's go. All right, nice. Now we're gonna find out who actually won this. 50K select. All right, ready? Now I'm going wheel 2. Let's see if I can do this. Copy everyone over. There we go, there we go. Spinning. Once we see who wins, I am gonna check if they double entered, because that's happened before in here. Adam232F4H, congrats. You just won yourself a 50K select. Let me know you're here. I'm gonna check you didn't enter twice. Did you enter twice? No, 1 of 1. Okay, cool. Adam, be here. If you're here, you'll get the account. Adam, Yeslin, thank you. Amazing. All right, Adam, put your Tradeify email address in your YouTube channel description. That's all you have to do. Then our team will reach out to you in around 7 days and get that account to you. I'll just give your account in the back here. And that is a 50K select coming your way. Done. All right, that is the first giveaway, chat. So now we need to set the next goal, of course. Need to delete all these names out of here as well before the next one, because we're going to do it all over again. So basically, that is, for all those asking, that is how we're going to be running the giveaways this week. It's the same, the usual. And we're going to delete all these. We're going to come back to that later. For now, we're going to trade. But congrats, Adam. And to any of those who missed that one, there is going to be another one very soon. Let me just delete all these names. It's way too many now. Delete. Okay. All right. Let's set another giveaway like target, because that was way too easy. Next giveaway, 780 likes, already at 780. Next giveaway is going to be at 900 likes. Simple. 900 likes, we'll do the second giveaway. And yeah, chat, what is going on? That's so annoying. That is a nice displacement after London session open manipulation there. Rejection of daily open. It's looking nice. We also have that 15-minute sweep. It didn't quite take Asia low, But nice reaction off there. I was in a degenerate short at that time, trying to short into the gap there. And then my model printed. And that would be TP1 hit just now within literally 6 minutes. So there you go. That's a 34-point trade. I would be break even now, so not entering anything. Gonna wait for the next setup. Your PC can't handle so many names. Yeah, there was a lot of names in that giveaway. But like I said, 900 likes. Oh, Roman already, as the GOAT, has already updated that in the chat. So no one needs to question anymore. 900 likes for the next giveaway. It's getting hot in here. Need to put the AC on. All right, who's in longs, chat? And who is still shorting this? It's a fake out sling, don't fall for it. Well, it's my setup. I should have absolutely been in this. That would be one push-up. I'm not doing the push-ups this week. There's just no way I'm not doing the push-ups this week. Wait, those did not delete. Delete rows. Oh gosh. All right, this is gonna take me a long time to delete. I have to do that later. Okay, for now, right now, chat, if anyone is in this long, I would definitely be, I'm break even at this point because it's already gone 1-to-1. So at this point, I'm just waiting potentially for another 15-minute low sweep and then reversal just like this one. In saying that, we're still inside Asia's range, so I don't love taking trades inside Asia's range. It's not A+, still valid, but still not A+. So just gonna wait. Said I'm not gonna rush in on a Monday, and here I am taking an eval stab at a short. Okay, why didn't you take that long? That was exactly like your model, because I was in a degenerate short at the time. And so by the time I could execute, close the trade, get into the funded accounts, get into the right copy account, and then switch to micros and then enter the trade. The trade had already gone like 20 points, so I'd missed the opportunity for that. I also had the giveaway form open on my screen, and I was like already like 10 seconds delayed because of that. And I switched between doing the giveaway and then switched between trading, and then I missed it. I missed the opportunity. Wasn't focused, wasn't ready. Hey, Celine, I just blew my account. Freaking manipulation. No, Matthew, the manipulation. You got to be ready for that London Open manipulation. You got to be ready. How did you create your own indicator, Celine? I didn't create this. This has been built for me. I have a very specific way I like to trade. So I had this built to replicate that to show it. All right, so we potentially could be getting a drop lower. If we do, and it takes that previous 15-minute low in Asia low, then I would actually prefer the long from there. Michael Makamara says, I never hold through open. That's why I got out. Yeah, everyone, you got to be ready for that London session open. If you don't have the risk that you're willing to risk on that, then get out of that trade, because the manipulation at London session open is always there. Celine, you said you don't like taking trades inside Asia's range. That means breakout trades only. Remind me your Asia session start and stop. I only like trading, really the cleanest setup for me is when I'm logging off Asia low. So when I'm below Asia low, it's not ever as clean when we're inside this range. So this is the blue box here is Asia session. For me is 7 p.m. to midnight. And between these hours of this, so this high and this low has been put in, I don't like or prefer to long from here. I prefer to long from the extreme of the range, so the low, the Asia low, or for example, short from Asia session high. It's not a breakout, it's a reversal, but when we're at those extremes of the range, not in the middle. Celine, can you tell me about the first 4 hour sweep in the 50-minute IFG at 22.24? Entry was not a good entry. Thanks. 22.24. Well, I'm not looking in those hours. I'm not trading the Asia session. Barely ever am I looking at Asia session for this model. This is a model I use to reverse from Asia session. So it really requires a session prior to be using to form those liquidity sweep areas. So when previous 4 hour high is aligned with an Asia high, for example, that's a cleaner short. But if I'm trading in Asia, I'm not really ever going to use New York session, like the previous session, for those levels. Asia doesn't really react like that, like London does. So I actually don't have a trade at 22.54 that would have been valid. Trading micros will save your account, that too. Matthew says, I took 2K from that funded after 2 years, so now it's bittersweet, but I've learned the method, so it's time to repeat it. Let's go, Matthew. You already have taken a payout. You've already made money. You've already, that ROI, whatever, few $100, whatever you put in for that account, you've already made the 2K on top. So you're up. You're already up. Maka Megamara took that short again. Of course you did. But Matthew, you've got this. You have your model down pat. You just need to rinse and repeat. Hey, Celine, my previous message. Any update from the giveaway team? It's been more than 16 days and I still haven't received an email. Oh shit. Darkest, I'm so sorry. You're also... There was someone else today that let me know. One moment. I'm going to put that through. That's terrible. 16 days. We tell you guys 7 days and now it's stretching out into 16. Like, that is seriously not okay. So I am putting that in big bold. All right. Done. I've sent that through. Sure was a fake reversal. Yeah, well, I mean, I still would have been able to take partials there, but I would have been stop break even on the rest. So let's see if we can get that drop into Asia low, into the gap. Scum Production said, I said great time to short, could have caught 50 points in 2 minutes. Well, why didn't you take the trade, Scum Productions? Is it not your setup? Are you not convinced? There's a reason why you weren't in that trade. Adam says, oh damn, other problems get their giveaways the same day. Absolutely. We give away like so many giveaways. This is only, I don't know why, but a couple select few do slip through the cracks, but 99% of people are receiving them within those 7 days. But I mean, we just don't have, we need to maybe automate it because I think we just don't have the manpower to send out that many accounts. We give away like 4 during this London session alone. Then we have a master session before this. He gives away accounts and we have the whole 8-hour New York session. There's always giveaways going left, right, center in that stream. So there's a lot of giveaways every day here. So we'll do our best. We got to try and make it automated though. Scum Productions, bro, of course I'm in the trade, you dope. Oh, okay, you are in the trade. So no need to get... You sounded like mad. You sounded like you hadn't taken it, Scum Productions. So that's fine. If you took your trade, great. You took TP in 2 minutes, you said? Awesome. Andres says probably around 20 per day. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say around 20. Maybe more. Haisling, do you skip entries right before the change of the hour? Yes, I will skip entries anytime we're past the 10 minutes of the... So for example, if we're at 3:55 a.m., there's no setup for me. But anywhere between 3:45, 3:50, there's a trade. But 3:56, 3:57, 58, like all the minutes after 3:55, there's no setup. I have one to Max Ella on July 14th. I did not get any email or account. No way. Max Ella as well? Okay, sending that one. Oh gosh. July, that is so long ago. Guys, we are so sorry. Guys, the chat keeps moving. I'm trying to screenshot this chat. Okay, got it. All right, I'll send this one to as well. Make sure that the email address that you're putting in your YouTube channel description is the one linked to your Tradeify account. That way they can find you. Oh, why is it not? Okay, I'm having a problem. I'm gonna get it. Jeez. Okay, the chat is coming in way too quick. I'm trying to copy this guy's screenshot. Okay, got his message. Okay. Whew. Okay. That was so annoying. Because your messages were coming in way too fast. All right, that's really annoying. So I've also tagged Brennan for that one. So we will, honestly, guys, like do our best to get that to you in the next couple of days, today even, because the giveaway team is back. So they should be able to push all of those accounts through. All right, done. I've sent that in the back. Okay, what else? Whoa, there are so many chats in here. Celine, do you trade with 50k selects? If so, do you prefer daily or flex payouts? If so, why? No, I do have a select funded waiting there. They're not activated because I'm still currently on Tradeify growth funded. But once I rinse these, I will switch to the select fundeds. Initial balance range of first out of the session open and close price. What are you guys talking about? Has the Tradeify big news been released yet? There has been some teasers. Brett has definitely dropped some hints there. But no big announcement yet. I could manage to get my first one to get today. You could potentially win an account. It's not hard. You just got to put your name in the hat pretty much and see if you get lucky. Well. This hourly counter not looking so bullish after all. We're 24 minutes into the open here, and right now we have a wick to the up and the downside here. We did have that heavy reaction first to daily open. So we came down, retested daily open, and then bounced from there. Nice 30 points. But now we're shorting off from that level now. And I would prefer, like I said, for me to take a trade on funded accounts today, I need to see Asia low sweep and tap into the new opening gap. That would be the cleanest long for me. This could be boring for some of you guys. Like, that's why I took that short before. But as in, sometimes trading is this boring. I will not just take any types of trades on funded accounts just because I feel it's going here or I think it's going to the gap. Like, no, it needs to have structure. There needs to be framework. And then I will put that risk on my accounts. But if not, like, there's literally no reason for me to have money in this. Lucky Mon says, Celine, is Nicola not here today? Sorry, joined a little late today. Yes, Lucky Mon, you are right. Nick is not here for the entire week. But we will have some guests drop in. I know we definitely have one lined up for Wednesday. Surprise, surprise. But there could be more potentially scattered across the week. So we'll see. You guys will have to wait and see. But no Nick for the whole week. He's off enjoying a well-deserved break. So we'll see him next week. Admire your discipline, Celine. Well, thank you, Baz Trades. I know some of you get bored by the discipline. Sometimes it's boring to sit here and not take a trade. but that is reality. And I need to make sure you guys know that I'm not always in trades every single day, at every hour, at every sweep. Like, I definitely am using my discretion. And that is something that you cannot teach, but you learn that with just time and experience in the markets, learning when to take that trade, when to wait, when market conditions aren't ideal, and just learning the patience to wait, walk away, have alerts set, and just know when your trade is going to have its best probability of playing out. And playing out in the long term, because I want to see, when I'm getting into a long, reversing off Asia's low, for example, I want to see it go back to take the opposing liquidity. So I want to see it long and go bullish, and take out Asia high after sweeping Asia low. So I'm looking for like the bigger move too. So to get the best probability of that, it's not longing from inside Asia range. If you go back, do your back testing, whatever, like you will see most of the time we're reacting to the extreme ends of ranges. So that is what I'd be waiting for. Still getting 100 messages per minute. For real. There are lots of comments in here. It's hard for me to get through all of them. The best thing I can do for my trades is set my target, set my stop, and walk away until one hits. That is the best way you can trade. I don't care what anyone says. We did not get into trading. I know Nick's not here, so I can speak because I know he would argue against this, but I did not get into trading to sit here at the desk and stare at my screen and destroy my eyesight, to sit here all day and try and analyze markets. I did not get into trading for that. I got into trading to give me the freedom to do other things with my life. So the best thing that trading provides is that you can set your risk, set your orders, not try to micromanage, but like actually accept that there's a stop loss there. If it gets taken out, you'll get an alert, and then have a TP there and have your TP set and know that you can walk away, do whatever you have to do, and then come back and either you've smashed TP or you've hit stop loss. Like that, those are the two options that can happen. And for me, there's no other reason to be sitting here. Unless I'm on stream. Then I'm sitting here for 3 hours straight. Celine, stop chasing. I'm copying your signals. Stop chasing what? Exactly. I haven't taken any trades. I took one degenerate short in the evals, but I haven't actually taken any setups today. Thank you, Makamaker Mario. I didn't see this guy spamming. Honestly, guys, with the spam, you got to stop. Is this not going to take out Asia low type shit? His name is type shit. That's so funny. Who knows? It absolutely could. I'm hoping we get to Asia low. That is a cleaner long opportunity for me. If it doesn't, I will wait. But I definitely prefer to see Asia low sweep. Yes, before I get into longs. 900 likes done. Did we already smash the next like target? Let's see. Oh yeah, there's 1,500 of you here. We smashed 900 likes. That means another giveaway. All right, so you guys know the rules. Let me just 1 second clean up the form because I think some of your old responses are somehow still in here. All right, deleting all of you. All right, let's do this again. I'm going to send you the link to the form. All you guys have to do is fill it in once. If you fill it out more than once, you are disqualified automatically. Guys, I can see when you guys are double entering, triple entering. It's not even funny. Don't even waste your time. I'm just going to copy the link. All you have to do is be subscribed to the YouTube channel, like the stream, and here it is. Enter the form. Let's do this. This is the second giveaway. I'm giving you guys 20 seconds. You have to have a Tradeify account already to qualify for the giveaway. No, you just need to have an account with us. So you can sign up to Tradeify without actually purchasing an account. That's enough. You don't have to buy an account. By all means, you don't have to. But as long as you have a Tradeify account set up with us, because we need that email address in order to give you that account. All right. I gave you, I think, an extra 10 seconds in there. All right, closing it down. I've got the wheel. I've got the wheel at the ready. I've got your names. Dude Monkey, you were first. Congratulations, you win nothing for being first. All right. Damn, there's a lot of you. What the hell? You guys are so quick. This is like crazy. All right, copying you all over. First of all, we have to put, what are we winning? Lightning, select, or growth. All right, let's do it. We're gonna give this a spin. Let's see what you guys are winning today. The last guy won a 50k select. Let's see. Oh, and it's a 25k growth. Okay. 25k growth. Let's see who's gonna win that. Close, close. Gonna copy you guys over now. Might take a while. There's a lot of names here. Oh my gosh, we've broken the wheel. We have well and truly broken this wheel. Okay, there we go. Look how many freaking names there are, and I gave you guys 30 seconds. All right, here we go. There are way more names here. Damn. We're spinning, we're spinning. Hello, U4X8D. Are you here? Congratulations. Let me check chat. Did he enter this twice? Nope. Wait, Flo. No, he's chill. He entered it once. All right, let me know that you're here first. And then... Is he here? Chat, is the guy here? Flo? Oh, he said here. Sorry, I totally missed your comment. All right, Flo. Congratulations. I was going to say, do you want to play a game with your 25k growth account? But you might just want to keep that one. Up to you. If you want to play a game or you want to double or nothing with your 25k growth, I'm down. Let me know. Do you want to double or nothing your 25k growth? There's a chance you might walk away with nothing. There's a chance you might walk away with 2 25k growths. Let's see. Flo? Do you want to play a game? Double or nothing. Okay, is that yes? Yes to double or nothing. I need a straight answer. Make sure I have your YouTube channel ready. Okay. He's saying yes, right? He just said the words double or nothing. I need a yes. I just need a yes. Chad, he didn't say yes. Flo, yes or no? Yes. Okay, cool. All right, let's do this. We're doing it. So just so you know, it's a double or nothing. That means you're either gonna go home with, 2 accounts or 0 accounts. May the odds be ever in your favor. Let's do this. This is for 2 25k growth accounts. Oh, no. No, Flo. Oh. This is what happened last week. Okay, we're gonna have to... Damn it. I'm so sorry, Flo. Dude. I can't respin because it's not fair. All right, Chad, do I spin again or do I try someone else? Oh, he said no, I don't care. All right, we're gonna have to spin for someone else now. Oh. So sorry. That really sucks because like it's a 50-50 at that point. Let's do this again. All right. Someone has to win the 25K select. Here we go. Copying you guys over. Spinning the wheel of names again. Momentum Morator C4Y. Are you here? Momentum? Momentum Morator? Look, that really sucks, but we got to keep it fair because that's why we have the double or nothing. It's gambling at its finest. You got to take the risk and then you got to reap the consequence of your risk. Momentum. Are you here or no? Let's go, he said. All right, cool. Momentum, 25K growth account, but I want to know if you want to play a game. You can double or nothing your 25K growth. Let me know. He's saying double or nothing again, question mark? Yes. Do you want to play the game? By the way, what are the charts doing? So we've been spending way too... Okay, we're dropping again. Cool. All right, let me know, Momentum. Do you want to play a game? Let's do it. All right. We're doing it. So many gamblers in here. Where's my wheel gone? Here we go. We're spinning for the double or nothing. No. It can't be. No, it can't be. I have to find another one of you. What is going on? None of you can actually win this friggin' account. All right, that's it. You're all getting another spin. This is crazy. Right, I'm gonna copy you in like chunks so it copies it all. All right. All right, here we go. Copying you all again. Someone better win this. For the third time. By the way, it's a 50-50 chance. All right, A, the trade tactician. Are you here? This is crazy. Are you here? A, the trade tactician. Oh no, is he here? There he is. Yes, I'm here. All right, do you want to play a game or should I just give you the account? Do we want to keep this gambling thing going? Because it's not looking good for you guys. It's a 25K growth, or you can gamble it and you can either win, have the chance to win 2 or go home with nothing. Like the last 2 guys. You decide though. At this point, I know what I'd be doing. Let's do it. Only 25K. So we're going to gamble it? All right. Only at 25K. You guys are gambling here. Let me just let me just get your YouTube channel up and ready in case. All right. I got the channel ready to go. Let's do this. I hope this has to land on this has to land on double. What are the actual chances of this? Yes, it's a double. Finally, congrats. You've won 2 25K growth accounts. Thank you. Finally, that took 2 of you to lose, but finally we got there. So that's well worth it. Well deserved. All right. we will have 225 growths coming your way. Yes, everyone drop W's in the chat for that guy giving it another risk after the 2 guys before him had already lost. Now, as long as you have, I just need your YouTube channel description to have your email address that you use with your Tradeify account. Drop that in, and then we will get that account to you within 7 days. 225K growth accounts. Done. All right, awesome. That was that only the second giveaway of the stream? Damn. We need to get these likes up, chat. We've only been able to do 2 giveaways. It's kind of sad. I need to delete all these names now. All right. Are we ready? Ready for the next giveaway soon? What do we need? What should we set this to? Let me drag this away for later. And keep back at Daily Open, by the way. We are having a slow grind here back to the lows. I'm gonna say for the next giveaway with 1,400 here. We've already smashed 1,000 likes. I'm gonna just say 1,150. 1,150 will be the third giveaway like target. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Roman, if we can drop that in the chat as well. I need to delete these names faster somehow. Deleting. All right, there we go. All the names are cleared, ready to go for the next giveaway as well. I will get quicker at this because I haven't done the giveaways for a while. So I'm a lot slower than Nick. There we go. All right, we are back on streaming. The stream is much better. Ash, no. We're not, none of that energy. Select all and delete. Andrea, what is the hack for that though in Google Sheets? I don't know if it's the same as when it's in Excel, but there is a hack to select all, like select the entire column. I have to remember that hack. I'll get quicker at it. All right, chat. Who is in the shorts? Who is in the longs? Who has been stopped out? Who has taken break even? Control and A. But is that on a Mac? Is it the same like that on a Mac? Shift and A. Guys, tell me for a Mac though. All right, so you guys, most of you in shorts. CC Push Trading says, I don't wear shorts. Very funny. Command and A. Command and A on the Mac. All right, I'm going to try it next time I'm in the form. Command A. Amar Shodaria, 1,058 likes already. Yeah, we're going to smash it. I only asked for 1,150. Should be easily done. We've got to do a third giveaway here. One volatile alternative says green today, avoiding this Monday London session. Why are you avoiding it? Why? God, do I wish I was in the cells from 12:50 a.m. I would not be avoiding this. This is a nice session. Soybean says, TP hit in short though. Thought there was going to be more retracement. I should have moved TP lower. Well, you obviously had a reason for your TP to be there when you entered the trade. Think about that. What was the reason? Was it valid? Of course, in hindsight, you're going to say you could have always moved your TP lower, but maybe it was still valid enough where your TP was. And you can't control where these markets head, whether they go lower or higher from your TP. But I mean, if you took money, it's not a bad thing. London session is way better than Asia, says Ash. Agreed. This market, Asia session sometimes can just chop, or it just moves in like one straight direction. And it's like, for a trader like how I trade, it doesn't help. Laurencia says this session is chopping me up. I'm negative 2,000 in drawdown. All right, Laurencia, honestly, give it a break. If you can't get a read on price and you're getting chopped around, trying to long, trying to short, it's Monday. It's the start of the week. You have 4 more days of this week to recoup your losses now. And there's nothing worse than getting even deeper into that red number and then having to dig your way out of that all week. I just think if you're already in the red 2,000, it's probably not looking good. At least shut or lock those accounts away. And if you have other accounts you can trade, I would trade them in New York. For now, take a break. What is your trading plan if it hits Asia low? I would be looking for Asia low sweep, then an alignment with the previous 15-minute low sweep, and then an inversion off there. We are currently under previous 4-hour low, so I'm already looking for longs, but I prefer to long once we get below Asia low and tap into the new week opening gap here. I'd be looking for a bullish inversion. The first 1-minute bullish inversion I will take that. People taking trades with a 10 to 20 point stop is asking to get shafted. 10 to 20 point stops is nothing. Who's trading with that? That is never safe these days. You need like at least 30 points in London session. If it'll go to sweep Asia low, then my account will pass. Hell yeah. All right, Jadon. Well, let's hope it gets down there. I will take the longs and you'll pass your account. The stock predictor, Celine, just wanted to say you are so beautiful and have a green trading day. Wow, the stock predictor, you are beautiful. And thank you. I also hope you have a green trading day. And thank you for the positivity in here. Gap fill. Let's do it, chat. I was going for that gap fill. I just got stopped out, but we got to go for that gap fill. Come on, London session. Wake up. Current hourly is looking bearish. We put in that top wick and now we're trading lower. So Asia low is the next target, definitely. Yeah, you're in shorts. At least be looking to take your partials off at Asia low. Can you show how you calculate the stop loss? Is it based on structure or dollar a amount? My stop loss is calculated on structure. So for example here, let's go to a cleaner area. The stop would have been placed above the Asia high. So this is the high that's the previous 15-minute high. My entry would be here. I'm just checking that actually. Oh no, sorry, the stop loss would have been just above the high that took out the 15-minute high. So the structure there, usually the high that prints the most recent swing, which is the high that took out the previous 15-minute high. So the stop would have looked like this, 28.50 points. But in theory, like that is where the stop is, and that's how my contracts are calculated in my indicator based on the stop being 28 points. But in real life, in trading, I'm actually like using my discretion and allowing a bit of room. I would have put my stop a little higher than Asia high there just to allow for it to wick and then drop. Because that's something I've seen in the last couple of months in QDO. Damn, we are dropping. We are... This is another 5-minute FVG retracement. Let's see if we finally get the drop down. Celine, how long since you're trading? Almost 3 years in October. Can't wait till I can just finally say 3 years because it's like 2 years and a bit now. Mo says, morning Celine, I'm in shorts, may put some trousers on later. Boom. I'm here all week. Very funny, Mo. Sell this retest of the bearish FVG into Asia lows. I like it, James. I like it. Bearish FVG test, and there is definitely a whole bunch of sell side liquidity sitting lower. We didn't break any highs to the upside when in that London session manipulation. All we did is leave wicks behind. We didn't break market structure or anything. We are still very much in this bearish downtrend at the moment. closed below another market structure. We had another close below a swing point here on the 5-minute. So again, continue with the market's bearish momentum here. Is it worth it switching from NY to London session? It's never worth switching. Like, I don't trade one or the other. The only reason I'll skip out on New York is if I've taken a win in London and I don't want to expose my accounts to risk after that, just lock in the profits. But I would still say if you're trading NQ, definitely trade it New York session if you can. If you're like, you have the time zone and you can definitely trade New York, because that is where most of the volume is. So trade both if you can. But if you're obviously London session is prior to New York. So if you're having a green day already, by the time New York session hits, I just take it off. There's no point risking your account when you're green on those. Where's your Miami apartment and Lamborghini SVG? Jamuk, not every trader has the Miami lifestyle. Let me tell you. Don't read and believe everything you see online in the Twitter space. Please do yourself a favor. Is it possible to automate trades in Tradeify? No. Do you have a strict daily max loss? I was talking about this the other day. A daily max loss, I just take 2 losses max and then that's it. But I don't have the dollar amount as such. I just set myself to risking 10% of the drawdown. First yawn of the stream. I need more of this coffee. Okay. So what am I doing? Oh, taking 2 max losses, risking 10% of the drawdown, and that's all I allow myself to risk. If I take 2 losses, then I am either switching accounts or I'm not trading the rest of the session. Jamuk says, haha, I'll probably be the only trader with an estate, farmhouse, ranch, big boat, go fishing, that's lit. Yeah, I mean, depends how you want to like spend your money, I guess. I like to travel a lot. Like, I'm traveling again in September. I'm traveling actually twice in September. That's kind of like the freedom I wanted from trading. But I know some people want the flashy, the cars, everything. It's kind of a mess online on trading social media. It really is. Are you based in London? No, I'm based in Greece. Harshil versus really appreciate how calm and professional you are every stream. Well, I appreciate you. I'm glad you guys find my energy calm. I would hate to be like giving you guys stress while you're trading. There's nothing worse than having someone stressful in your ear when trading is stressful as it is. You got to be chill. You got to just ride this wave, whatever it is. Right now, we're again reacting to daily open. Are we going to break through? We've retested that twice now. Slimy says, I just want to play video games all day and make money on the side with Trading Man. Man, that sounds lit. Just having the freedom to be printing money and just doing whatever you want with your day, like that is what anyone should be striving for. Just like to say that you have the freedom to do whatever you want, whether that's play video games, whether that's go for a weekend in Spain, go stay in a Spanish villa for a weekend. Like, that's the awesome thing about trading, right? Because it gives you the freedom. Now, I'm just watching this reaction again to daily open. The 4-hour candle looks, oh, that's the daily, I lie. The 4-hour candle looking very bearish here. But we are inside the 4-hour bullish gap and we do still have the opening gap just below. So I'm hoping we can break through daily open. Let's do it. ES is stronger, NQ weaker here. You can see ES's reaction to the previous 4-hour low is different to how NQ is reacting here. NQ is still very heavy. ES holding up from that previous 4-hour low. Interesting. We shall see. Jimuk says, I'm from New Zealand, so a beachfront lifestyle house ranch is the go for me. Love it. Love it. Will you take long if closes above that 1 minute FVG? Nothing now. It's 3:56, so we are 4 minutes away from the new hourly candle open. Then the Tokyo volume as well. So just beware. There's always going to be volume printing at this hour. So I never enter within 5 minutes of the new hourly candle open or within 5 minutes of the new 15-minute candle open. So I'm going to wait for that volume to come in, manipulate. Hopefully manipulate lower. I mean, Asia low is right there. SkyTech, Tradeify uses end of day drawdown. Stream is lagging like crazy. Roman, do we have... Oh. All right. Trolls in the chat, you've been caught. Roman confirmed. George Kiss or Gurge or Kiss, could you tell me the indicators? One last quick time. The sessions and key levels is the main one I think you guys are asking for. This is the one that prints the Asia high and low, the previous day, all my previous day levels, my current day open levels, and etc. So that is sessions and key levels. This one here, all you have to do is type that in your indicator list. Look, I'll even help you. Sessions and key. There you go. It's this one here by Script Edge. That's the sessions and key levels. And this is the one that prints my 4-hour, 15-minute levels and my inversions. It shows when there's a developing IFVG you should be watching for. And then when it finally confirms, it'll highlight it pink. So that's that. And then some filters in there that I use for my trading. Basically just visualize my trading model. And those are the two indicators I use. Trader Sarav, it's been more than a week, Celine. I've not got my account yet. For real? Another one? Damn. All right, sending that one also in the back. Guys, we are truly sorry that there are so many accounts that have not been sent out yet. All right, I've sent that one, Trader Sarav. I really hope we can get that to you today or at least tomorrow, then this week. Yes, soybean, I know. So make a video of your indicators to avoid the questions. That's on my list this week. Hashelverse, one of the most enjoyable trading streams to watch. Thanks, Celine. I appreciate you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It's a 3-hour stream, so you guys, we have another whole hour together. I'm hoping you can get these longs happening. We need Asia low sweep first, but this is sometimes trading just be like this sometimes. You just have to sit and wait and sit and wait. Makamara says search giveaway winner at Trader Sarav in all mail in Gmail, just in case I couldn't find mine and I found it that way. Perfect. All right. That is a good tip for any of you who are still saying that they haven't received the account. Definitely give that a go. Market Maker Mara has just said, if you search giveaway winner in your Gmail inbox, search all mail, you might find it that way, because that's how he found his account. Why does the market look like that? I don't know. Why does the market look like how any of it looks? We just got to get lower. It's just been this slow grind lower. Like when you zoom out here, London session has just pretty much retraced all of this Asia pump from the open here, and we pumped in Asia, and now London session is dropping pretty heavy. It's just been a slow grind. And ES, on the other hand, is not reacting the same. Like we are very much out of sync here, it looks like. ES is holding up at like the midpoint of Asia range, and NQ very much about to take the Asia low. So kind of a bit sus how they're out of sync. Bit sus. Can you explain more about the sessions and key kill zones? Which is valid? Which one should we consider? And what are the exact timing for them? Nothing phone. Okay. For me, I trade the 8 p.m. to midnight Asia kill zone. And my London session is between 2 and 6. Those are the hours, the kill zone hours. So like ICT labels them kill zone, or the best way to put it is just like when price is the most volatile, or you're going to get those cleaner reactions to the highs and lows. So it's not always just what price is doing. It's always time before price. That is something very important I learned. So you've got to have your setup. Your setup could print all day. This like same 4 hour 15 1 minute reaction I look for is something that can print all day, but it's got the cleanest chance and the highest probability during set hours. So I trade this during 2 to 6 a.m. during the London session. And I use the Asia session prior, which is the 8 to 12, that kill zone hours as my highs and lows. Not everyone uses that. I'm aware. Those are my kill zone hours. ES wants monthly open. I don't know what ES wants. ES is like holding up stronger here, much stronger. Don't know what's holding ES up. Expensive says, be careful guys, scammers are sending phishing emails. I received 2 of them today. They still getting scamming emails? That's so annoying. Guys, don't click on anything from Tradeify that looks too scammy. Honestly, it's happened to us before. Tari Adam ATPP, why don't you trade NY session? I do. I actually trade. I'm in a time zone that allows me to trade London session and NY session. I just don't stream in the NY session. I stream the 3 hours in London and that's it. But I'm definitely trading in New York for sure. Okay, here we finally go. Here it looks like the drop we've been waiting for. Let's see if this volume is going to take us there. We got Asia low very close here. Those of you holding the shorts, hold. Patrick says buyers. Buyers are holding ES up. Yes, I know, Patrick. I know. All right, let's go. Asia low, and then we're going to tap into the New Week opening gap, and then we're going to long the shit out of this. Now we're finally as low as I wanted to get. We did take a degenerate short here, right at London Open, and then we manipulated higher, took me out, and now we're finally seeing the drop. This is the drop I wanted. Asia low is about to get taken on NQ, which means we'll have an SMT divergence as well. There we go. Asia low sweep. Now I will take any form of 1 minute inversion after this. That is the extreme of the range I wanted to see taken. I know New Week opening gap is below us, so it can head deeper into this area of price. We've got the gap well below here. But as long as we're below Asia low, I'm in an area of price now I'm willing to take the reversal long from. So let's see. I think the scammers watch the stream and take out emails from description because both times I got scam emails were right after I won an account. That is weird, JRM. I don't know about that. The revenge trader says, couldn't it just gap fill though? It can definitely retrace lower, but I'm happier to take the long now that we're at Asia's low and we have that ES SMT here where ES hasn't yet taken Asia low out and NQ has. So there's SMT divergence there. You guys can see that pretty clearly from this. This is Asia low. And ES has failed to take that out. Quite simple. So now we wait and see. Again, not rushing anything. Jadon says, W, just passed my account. Let's go. Well done. Anyone else passing their account on that short? Another 40 points down and I'll pass my next 50K select. Okay. Well, We potentially could drop lower. I'm not opposed to it, but eventually we need to start heading higher. Want to see these longs. Do you trade on gold? I do from time to time. I will sometimes get a clean setup on gold and not an NQ, and that's the only time. If NQ is playing around and gold, on the other hand, shows the setup, then I will trade on gold. But most of the time, I'm preferring that trade on NQ instead of gold. All right, so right now I'm waiting for that clean bullish reaction. Michael Kamara says, damn, every time I go make my tacos, I see a setup. Now I'm going low. Go and make your tacos, Michael Kamara. Enjoy. That actually sounds delicious. I want tacos now. Good game. What indicator are you using right now? Should we tell him, chat? Should we tell him to just go back 10 minutes in the stream? I'm constantly telling you guys about these indicators. I need to make a video. I wish I could make a video. I will though. This is one of them. This is my sessions in key levels indicator. And then this is the other one. This is the one that's printing my FVGs and the 4-hour, 15-minute sweeps. And then confirming the FVGs for me. This is my own one. Okay, finished. Jesse Garibay says, wait till the 5-minute candle closes, guys. Well, potentially we can wait for that, or we can wait for our setups. I mean, I didn't have a 1-minute inversion here. That's why I'm safeguarded. But once they keep dropping, it can. Unless there's that bullish reaction, then I'm not in a long. And I definitely can allow this to keep trading deeper into this gap. But right now, we still have S&T. There's the Asia low sweep, but still no bullish inversion reaction. Lucky Mon says, Celine, we love asking you about your indicators. What if they change and we don't ask? True. I know, Lucky Mon, true. What if I change them and then one day I don't talk about them anymore and then you guys would never know? Celine, let's do 10 push-ups. No, I'm not doing push-ups this week. Candale, you can stop spamming. I'm not doing push-ups. Lira, what strategy do you trade? I trade a ICT reversal model. So reversing off Asia's low here. All right, I'm watching the reaction here at Asia low. I'm actually gonna check if we haven't done the likes yet. Roman, you're gonna have to tell me. I just realized I set the likes to 1,150 likes, but I can't see when we hit that. I can only see 1.1, 1.2. So we actually need to get it across the line. We need to do 1,200 likes and then I'll do the next giveaway. So scrap that. It's 1,200 and then we'll do the giveaway. All right, potential to long this. Let's wait and see. I'm waiting for this to close inverting. Okay, I'm in the longs at that inversion there. My stop will be just below those lows. Okay, and then targeting at first, taking a partial off at 1-to-1, 28.56, 150. Okay. And then I will have a much higher sell limit. Okay, sorry, chat, I have to switch accounts again. You're gonna have to stare at my background. This is now unfunded accounts. This is a clean setup. So taking this on micros. There we go. Now you guys can see. in with 6 micros. Have a 3 to be taken off at 1-to-1, and the next 3 I will leave actually for the full range there, 28, around 28, 700. That's a big target, I know, but not impossible. All right, and now we wait. I like your discipline of taking partials. Yeah, it's something that I've definitely had to implement, like maybe like 6 months, like 8 months ago, because there were too many times where I was missing out on a bigger move because I would take full TP off at the 1-to-1, and then I was realizing that if I just taken partials off there, just looking back at trades and journaling and constantly seeing this happen over and over again, I was like, well, why not just implement the partial there and then hold the rest for a bigger target, and then I was able to take more from that same move. So yeah, that is why. But yeah, I'm willing to take off partials here, lock in the profit, and then see if this can rally. Looking fire with new camera, Celine. I don't have a new camera. This is the same camera I've always had. Which pair is good to trade? Well, we don't trade pairs in futures. This is NQ futures contracts, and I would say you trade NASDAQ. If you're going to trade futures, trade NQ. I'm seeing a beach, Trader Sarav. What? What do you mean you're seeing a beach? Make the next giveaway interesting with a 15-second entry. Let's see who's concentrating. Yeah, 100% I have to lower the time limit because we almost broke the giveaway form again. I know. So once I put the giveaway form in here next, I'm gonna literally do 15 seconds. There's way too many of you entering. It looks like it's going down, said Fact Guru Hub. It can. It definitely can. I have a stop loss below the low. If it wants to go out and take it, that's fine. I also have a partial there, just above 28,562 there. So if it wants to partial me, I'd be happy. And then I will move stops to break even. We can go from there. Why you update the giveaway target? Why you update the giveaway target? Jatin, you don't need to ask that multiple times. I updated it because I can't see when you guys smash 1,150 because I can only see 1.1, 1.2K, 1.3K. So I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to see when you guys are hit 1,150. So I changed it to 1,200. Surely you guys are close. Let me check. 1.1 thousand still. That's all I can see. So until it's like switches over to 1.2 thousand, I can't really do anything. There's also 1,600 of you watching. There we go. TP1. TP1 smashed chat. So now we can officially move stop to break even. And we can let the rest ride. And that is sometimes what just happened. Whoa. Why did one of my accounts just short that? Chad, that was so weird. Did anyone see the glitch that just happened on my screen? Okay, I'm still long in my other accounts, but one of them just entered a short. What kind of glitch was that? Okay, now I need to make sure everything else is fine. Oh, what the hell? Why do these execution things always happen to me? So what are we actually in now? No, I don't want to sell stop on that account. Okay, that should be fine. Ah, okay. You guys are gonna have to bear with me again. That was a weird as. I've got to switch to. Did I click reverse position? Did anyone see what happened? I clicked reverse. Reversed on your setting. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's hilarious. All right, well, I have a break-even stop now in these accounts, so I'm still writing this. God damn, I don't know how I slipped that. I went to click on the actual order here, so you can see. All right, there's the rest of them taken there. All right, that was a quick trade. We want to obviously head lower, so I'm green on those accounts. I actually took the most on the account that reversed me. All right, there we go. So NQ doesn't want to make the full move yet, so I'm happy to be out of that. That's why there's a break-even stop there. If it wanted to go, we should have ripped. So to be break-even and still get... You just violated hedging? I did not, did I? There's no way that's a violation. I was out of the trade and then in another short. That's not hedging. They weren't at the same time. So yeah, here we go. So NQ can drop lower. We have the gap towards basically all this area of price is the new week opening gap. So we can definitely head lower. That's why I was needed to take a partial there. At least bank some green on the day in these accounts, and then see if we can sweep out again and have that same reaction. We can look for this all day. There is no rush. But once we fill this gap, it's definitely going to be longs at any point for me from here. It's hedging because the others were long still. Oh no. Damn. What does that mean, Chad? I've never hedged before. Am I now screwed? You're still long on other accounts, so you hedged on the one that flipped short. Does that mean I forfeit all my accounts? God. I have proof that it was an execution error. I was like, why am I in a short? You close quickly, so I don't really think it's going to count. Yeah, I literally clicked X when I calculated what was going on. I was like, wait, it's dropping. Why am I in the green? You'll receive an interesting email soon. Oh no. Okay, who else has had this happen to them? I'm starting to get really nervous. They put my aircon on now. I don't want to be done for hedging. Wait, does that mean I lose my entire account, chat? Now, I'll just show them this stream. They can see I clearly went to click on the dollar amount to show you that I'm still in the long, and then I clicked reverse. So then you can turn off the reverse button on TradingView. I bet there's a setting for that, isn't there? Trading. Reverse position button. Gone. There we go. Now that can't happen again. Celine, today's trading won't be counted as profitable, so today's trades will remain in place, but it won't be counted towards your 5 profitable days. Okay, thanks, Pizza Johnny. Calculated. That's so annoying, but the rules are the rules. Can you explain why you have 2 take profits? Yep. One. Oh, when I enter my trades, why I have 2 TPs. One is a partial, one is the first partial, and the second is the extreme partial that I want to take. So like looking to get all the way to the opposing side liquidity. So one will just take a partial and then the rest is like to hold. Selena, I'm still short here. Check the Discord. I'll definitely check the Discord after, Johnny. I'll have to have a look. Bogdan, hey Selena, I'm new here. Full Bogdan, you're not new. George says, I won a 25K select account 25 days ago and I haven't received any accounts yet. Are these accounts really being given out? George, how is this happening? Yes, they're being given out, and I don't know why yours has taken so long. I'm sending this to the back right now. July 8th is almost a month ago. There's got to be something wrong there. Have you definitely checked all your emails? Market Maker Mario made a comment before to search for giveaway winner. And search that in your emails. Check that your email address in your YouTube channel description is the one matching your Tradeify account. That one's a really delayed account. Not sure what's happened there. There's definitely got to be some sort of error. Because we're giving away accounts. We give away like 20 a day. So your one not coming through from like a month ago, it doesn't make sense. Manton says accidental case. If you open a hedge by mistake, you have about 10 seconds to close it before it becomes a violation. Okay, did I close within 10 seconds? I hope I did. It's not hedging. You can exit a trade by taking the opposite position, so you just cannot have a long and short trade taking it. Yes, but they were taking, I was in a long on my other accounts. The reverse only happened on that account because it got activated in TradingView, so it doesn't copy a trade in TradingView. It didn't copy across. Anyway, I think I'm fine. Let's not have anxiety about that. I think I'm chill. All right, well, you guys think it was 10 seconds, so I'm fine. All right, did we smash the next giveaway? I'm also eyeing up another long. If we get that inversion, I will long this again. Checking if we smash the giveaway target right now, though. 1.2 thousand likes. We smashed it. So chat, you know what's going to happen. I'm about to send the giveaway form in the chat. Here's the thing, though. I'm only going to give you 15 seconds this time because way too many of you are jumping in there, and it's just crazy. So let me just get this wheel set up. Lightning growth select. Okay. I'm going to copy this link over. Any of you who just entered volume profile trader, work done. Hey, it's Carla. You're all banned because I haven't sent the link yet. So good luck. I'm deleting you all from here. I haven't sent the form yet. All these 50 responses that have come through, you're all getting deleted. You're all banned. Gone. I'm about to send the giveaway form in 5 seconds. Anyone who's entering right now, you're all banned. I can see you: Zenith, Execution, Aether Trade, Tactician, Blaze, Cosmic Breakout, Thunder Trend, Terminator, Alpha Omega Hunter, Titan Trend, Tyrant. I'm deleting you all. Cosmic Chart Champion, gone. All of you, bye. Guys, there's rules. There's a process. If you can't follow that, then sorry, but you won't be a part of this giveaway. Here we go. I'm about to send it. Now you have 10 seconds, go. When this counter gets to 20 seconds. All right, done. Copying these over. 1, 2. It's done, by the way, chat. I'm copying the names over already. All right, let's see who has, well, let's see first of all what we're winning. How about that? Guys, you can stop entering because we are not doing any more entries. I've already copied the names across. All right, ready? We're gonna see what you guys have won in this third giveaway. Spinning. It's a 150K growth account. This is big. 150K growth. All right, copying you guys over. Let's see what you've won. Letting it load. All right, here we go. There still was a decent amount of responses in here within those 20 seconds. Waiting. It's taking its time because there's like 700 responses still. All right, here we go. Spinning the wheel. Trade Tactics M8Y. What is with these usernames today? I think everyone that's won has like 3 letters at the end of their name. Trade Tactics M8Y. Robot said, Celine, your trade was about 14 seconds. Oh, hell no. I'm gonna be banned, chat. Celine, accounts created are bot names. But how do we know if it's a bot? All right, let me see if there's a lot of the same name. Let's search for this guy. Oh, he did enter twice. This guy entered twice. So removing all instances, we're gonna have to spin again. That guy entered twice, so he was banned. And better luck next time. Here is the real winner of this giveaway. Fatima Zeneb. K8P, another one. Congrats, are you here? Now I feel like everyone's trying to cheat me here. Let's have a look. Nope, there's no other Fatima. So we'll go with her. Fatima, congrats. You have won this giveaway, but let me know you're here. Fatima Zainab. But why does it mean having those letters means you're a bot? I don't get it. Fatima here, she said. Okay, let me see when this channel activity. No, Fatima's been here, chat. Fatima has plenty of channel activity. So well done, Fatima. You have won the 150K growth account. What you need to do is put your email address in your YouTube channel description. Just heading to your channel now. Once you have your email address in there, it'll take around 7 business days to get that account to you. So I'm just tagging that in the back here. That is a 150K growth account. Done. All right, that's the 3rd giveaway. Deleting all of these names now to get ready for, yes, we will do another one. Let's just go for it. How many? We've given away a fair few accounts, but why not? Delete rows. Okay, done. All right, that's it. Removing all these. And we wait to go again. Lightning growth select. All right, I'll leave that to the side. Now we got a set. Oh, we are definitely trading a lot deeper into this gap now. The gap fill has officially is underway. We're in the new week opening gap right now. So you guys are shorting into the gap. It's looking good. To do 10 seconds for next, I will, but the problem is by the time I finish explaining 10 seconds, people were already typing in the chat, which is stupid, which is just, I mean, people can't just wait. And they got banned anyway. They're out of there. So next time, I'm giving 10 seconds from the moment I copy and paste. Like Amara says, I have an idea. You need to have a YouTube account for more than 5 months, lol. Yeah, well, the last person who won, I did check it out. Fatima did have a YouTube account for longer and also has been an active member of the stream because I could see all her past channel activity. So all good. Fatima, you won 150K growth account, and we will have that with you very soon. For now, back to the markets, where we have well and truly entered the gap. So now that we're in this gap, I'm looking for the reversal. I'm looking for the signal to go long. So I'm going to wait. Those shorting, go for your lives. But at one moment in price, the bulls are going to wake up. Just beware. Just beware. Is it too late to short? Maybe. I would have been shorting into this gap. I wouldn't be shorting once we're in the gap. Celine, do you use the same form as Nick? Yep. Please set a like goal. Okay. True. We got to set the next like goal. All right. What are we at? Got to check. Right now, sitting at 1,200 likes with 1,400 of you here. I think to go for 1,400 is not crazy. 1,400 in the next 30 minutes. Let's do it. Robot said, okay, yep, I watched your trade again. 16:34 seconds, Robot. Don't give me that news, please. I was in the trade longer than 10 seconds. I might be cooked. I'll explain the situation though. I wasn't intending to hedge. Okay. I accidentally reversed my position. Crystal Cape Town, we are at Friday's VH, so let's wait for the signal. I'm waiting. I'm absolutely waiting. I'm not going to enter anything at random. This SMT is still here. ES hasn't quite taken Asia low yet. RS Freeman just said Spudnik. And you just said Spudnik. That's it. Did you have a question? What price is your IFVG Balabas Chronicles? I don't have an IFVG at the moment. There is just a 1 minute FVG here. That is the gray shaded box, but nothing else. No IFVG until you see a pink box. Then that is the confirmed inversion. Lucky I pretty much top ticked that TP and then we fell from there. Rowie says, Nick is not here and so are Congo and Chicken. Hello, Rowie. I've been trying to tell the stream for the longest time that I am not the one behind the Congo Man and the Chicken. That is well and truly Nick. And you can see that now that he's not here and they're all gone. I bet they won't be here all week. I bet. Celine, hedge rules from website. Opposing positions exist. Hedging behavior. The hedge duration exceeds 10 seconds. Profit generated from the hedge exceeds 250. No, I did not. I did not gain more than $250 in those 16 seconds. Nope. So I think I should be fine. NQ is going way lower. Possible 380 to 400. Will you long here? I'm waiting for a bullish reaction here, chat. I'm not looking to long at any given point. It needs to be an actual bullish inversion for value gap. I need to see the momentum and the strength with that, and then I will decide whether this is my time to long. I did partial the long already here, so I am partially green on the day, but there is well over like a few hundred points to make up for getting back to the opposing liquidity on Asia highs side. So I'm waiting. I know that there is a good long in here when it eventually does come, because we have all of this Asia range to make up for, and now this London session range. So any point now when there is that bullish reaction, I will take that. Having some rejection forming here, but we are inside the gap. Here is the close from Friday, and here is the open. We're currently trading inside that new week opening gap. So now I'm expecting a reaction from the 50% of the gap. All right, Jonathan, let's see what we get. Thank you, Market Maker Mar, making my life so much easier here, because there's some of you were still spamming. Some of you really still didn't get it. Does news take into account for your bias? No, never. I will never use the news for my bias. I will just not enter a position when we're within 10 minutes of a red folder news. Second yawn of today. I was going to say, so yeah, I will only use red folder news to just determine when I'm entering or exiting a trade, but not actually for a bias indicator at all. Market Maker Mariah says, I mean, is Thanos so snap? It's actually funny. That's true. His name is Thanos, and now he's gone. Without Nick, finally somebody asked for Congo Man. Oh, hello. This is looking decent. Gonna wait 10 seconds. Wait for this candle to close. All right. So I'm in this long. Nice bullish strong reaction here. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. We have already pumped from this low. Damn, that low is 50 points. I'm gonna at least take off just above. Do they open here? 28,577. 28,577 will be the first TP. Okay, cool. Let's see. Can we get the long reversal now? Now we have traded much deeper into the gap. We're still below Asia low, still below previous Friday low, below daily open. Like, this is the discount area of price that I want to be longing in. So when I talk about discount, there is always a premium and a discount. And when you look at a price range, you can see if you split it in two, what's the easiest way to do this? Basically, if I get a fib. If I get a fib from this high to this low, you can see we are anything below 50% of this leg is considered discount. Anything above is premium. So I want to be shorting in a discount and selling in a premium. What did I just say? I want to be longing in a discount and selling in a premium. So timing that as well. So knowing that I'm well below the midpoint of this leg, I have a sweep of Asia low, so we're below Asia low, and we have that bullish momentum reaction there. That nice strong inversion candle that we had that printed. So all of this considered, I'm happy to be taking that long there. It can still not work in my favor, but if I am going to take the setup, like the long, I have to at least risk it. I just have to understand that this could stop me out, but I'm at least as low as I want to be in a discount. All right, so I'm going to also set the full TP again for those highs. Around there. Okay, cool. Let's see. You also have a bearish SMT. Yes, you can see there is, for one, ES didn't drop down to take Asia low, so NQ has already swept Asia low and ES hasn't. There is the SMT divergence there, but also within this 15-minute candle, you can see ES failed to take the previous 15-minute low and NQ did, just ever so slightly. You can see if I zoom in here, NQ did wick that low. So there is we see a cleaner here. You can see there is an SMT here with ES. From that low to that low, and on ES, we didn't sweep that low. So therefore, that is an SMT divergence. Okay. Now we see if we can catch them a rally here. Do you ever add to your bid, Celine? Not add, but sometimes I have been in trades before where the model has printed again, and so I've taken that setup. So like, I guess that's adding into an already existing position, but I handle it as a completely separate trade. So it has its own stop, TP, etc. It has like a TP1 as well. So I just take the setup again and again and again. Like if I'm still in this bullish run, say for a few hundred points, and we drop down to take out a previous 15-minute low again, I will enter that again. And if I have the same reaction, I'll enter it again, etc. Market will come down from that 1 minute premium area. Let's see. Potentially. That's why we have risk on. We have a stop loss here so that you can protect your account. Let's see. Whoa, did we hit 1,400 likes? Is that what you guys are saying in the chat? 1,400 likes. Wait, you guys are so slow. There's over 1,500 of you here, and there's still only 1,200 likes, like not even 1,300. 1.4K likes, and you have to do it in like the next 10 minutes. Celine, why don't you screenshot some receipts? Amir, I'm not like that. I know, those people know who they are. They don't need to be called out. Although it's funny when Nick does it, like, you guys know. It's going lower. But also, I don't claim to know exactly where price is going as well. Because, yes, they could be right. It could go low. Also, it could go higher. And that's why there is a stop and a TP in place so that you can cover for those both examples where either it goes lower or it goes higher. Celine, do your push-ups. Also glad you're feeling better. Well, thank you. I am feeling a bit better. Still not 100%. My stomach is still like, I don't know what's going with my stomach, but no fever, no migraine. I'm good. And I'm not doing push-ups this week though, because my stomach's still. Harshal versus dear market, I'm long. Please act accordingly. I think that's such a polite way to tell NQ to go up, go higher. Do it, NQ. It also formed the 5-minute inversion, so I do like that. It's a higher time frame inversion. Shoot for the moon, NQ. Tumu Vinyan, good show, Celine, learning some good stuff. Well, I'm glad that you're learning. That's all there is to do. Constantly learning. There we go. We're now in a little bit of drawdown. I'm gonna draw up this 1 minute gap because this was quite the move. In case we want to retrace into this potentially. All right. Black Horse, I took trade with you first time in your live, both green. Thank you, love. Well, I'm glad you're green. I mean, we don't ever want you guys to be copy trading us. You need to be becoming your own trader, becoming and doing your own analysis. I mean, always join our streams, of course, for fun, to ask you questions, of course, but we're not a signal service, guys. You don't need to be copying us, and you need to trade with your own discretion, your own decision-making, because in the long run, if one day I'm not here, then you need to have your own analysis for why you're entering that position. Rush's 5-minute no weak candle, Celine. 5-minute no weak candle? What do you mean? What do you mean? Also, we have a now 5-minute bullish gap that we could retrace into. So keeping that also in mind. Could see a bit of retracement here. Before we close out the streaming session, can you analyze ES? I don't actually trade ES. So, Cyan, unfortunately, I can't give you that analysis because I'd just be talking shit. I don't trade ES. The only reason I look at ES is for the S&T divergence. So I couldn't I couldn't do it. Mo says Celine sounded like my mum one day when I'm not here. Well, it's true, Mo. Maybe I'm sounding like your guys' mum, but it's true. What if I'm not here one day? What does an inversion actually mean, Celine? By definition, it's when we close above an old gap. So we had a gap here before. I'll just go ahead and replay. We had this gray box here is a 1 minute FVG. So this gap was still open. Price hadn't even tapped into it. We hadn't closed over it. So the minute that we close over it, it's classified an inversion for value gap now because it's now been inverted. It's now been closed and traded through and closed above. So there we go. Hope that's clear. Hope that's clear. When Celine is on her honeymoon, she will not do the webinars. That is right. When Celine is eventually on her honeymoon, I will not be here on stream for a little while. Can you guys recommend a good ICT FVG order block indicator? I actually don't know any specific to like just the FVG, the order block. Could just be a lower time frame pullback. 100%. We have the 5 minute gap below that we could be pulling back into as well. Going to keep an eye on that 5 minute bullish gap here. And then we got to see NQ print. We got to go higher NQ. I'm also going to check also the likes because I told you there's only a few more minutes to get those likes done for the fourth giveaway. I really want to do an extra one today. 1,300. Come on. Can we get to 1,400 in 3 minutes? Another 100 likes. Roman, what are we actually at? Can you see? Roman, can you see which likes we're at? Chat, I'm checking with Roman. Oh no, why can't I hear Roman? Okay, well, I can't hear Roman chat. Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. 1,335. We're almost there. You can definitely do it in 2 minutes. There's enough of you here. All right, retesting my entry here. Back at break even. Why didn't you wait for the gap fill to take a buy? Because we had the strong bullish reaction here. I waited for the 15-minute, 4-hour low alignment, and then there was an ES SMT and a strong 1-minute bullish displacement candle. So I took the long. Happy with my risk on that. Princess Spuddy. There's a Princess Spuddy in the chat. That is so funny. Sorry, but I'm going to be keeping my like for Spuddy. Well, you can, but just means that we might not. I mean, your like might be the deciding factor here, Princess Spuddy. And that means we might not be doing the fourth giveaway. Chat, there's 1,500 of you here. Surely. Surely we crossed the 1,400 like. Come on. It's easy now. You guys, these numbers are easy for you. Remember when we struggled to get to like 350 likes? And now we're smashing 1,000 likes. So 1,400. Good question. YOLO time says, does SMT really matter? It's not a reason for me to enter a trade. You would have heard my reasoning was more between the 4-hour, the 15-minute sweep and the 1-minute bullish reaction, the IFEG. But the SMT just helps to as a complement. It's not a confirmation for why I should take the trade. It's just like, okay, all of that considered plus the SMT makes this a lot stronger. So I'm taking that, if that makes sense. Celine, can you please show the giveaway form? No. Why would I show the giveaway form yet when we're not even near the like goal? Oh, we're kind of near. Come on, I'm giving you guys like way extra time here. Way too much extra time. Roman, what's the update? We're sitting at 1,300 likes still. That's all I can see. Princess Spuddy is really a dude? No way. Plot twist. That's funny. Tornike says, come on, guys, with all your alt accounts, which you use in the giveaways, hit the like button. True. Celine, what about the push-ups? I've said, Trader Survive, if you're listening, I'm not doing push-ups this week. Nope. I'm recovering. I was really not well last week. Okay, my stomach is still sore. Why are people so cringy about giveaways? Rush, people are desperate. Angel says, thank you, Celine. Back to green. Hell yeah. Wilson is gold. Would you mind to teach me how do you draw a fib retracement line like you do? Yep. I pretty much just take the high of a range and the low, and I take the fib and I draw from the high to the low. And that's how you get, I have the golden pocket areas, 707, 618 as well. And then I've just got the 50%, the 0382, 236, the 0, and the 0.5, which is the main area of price I look at. Where are we in relation to like the midpoint of a range? Are we below it? That means I'm in a discount. And if I'm above it, then I'm in a premium. So that's the main part I look at when it comes to drawing a fib in price. Also, you would have seen me in the beginning of the stream. I used a fib to look at where we were in terms of the weekly chart. When you have a big price like this, I'm looking to see from the low to the high where we could potentially retrace to. And that midpoint is always that very sensitive area where we're retracing to 50% of a range that's already been put in. So yeah, sometimes I look to see areas of price to see where we could potentially find support. And yeah. All right, how are we doing here? Are we printing? 1.4K done? Did we do it? Wait. All right, done. Smashed. Let's do it. Okay, it's literally going to be 10 seconds and then I'm doing the giveaway. That's it. We're not allowing any more of this. Nope. You guys that have just entered, gone, delete those. Okay, cool. I'm about to paste the form in here. Don't even try enter it before I paste it. All right, here we go. Here we go. 10 seconds starts now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, gone, done. Taking you all. Those of you that were quick, woohoo, there wasn't many. All right. I might make this smaller in case I end up hitting TP and I have to manage my charts, but here we go. You guys can still see. That was the quickest giveaway I've done. And there was still quite a few of you in there. All right, let's go. Spinning the wheel to see what the last winner is going to win. And it is 25K Lightning. So that's straight to funded. Nice. All right, let's see who's winning a 25K Lightning account today. Here we go. Here we go. See, not many of you this time. And the winner is Quasar X8V. Another of these freaking numbers at the end usernames. All right. Well, let me know if you're here. Quasar. Let's just find out. Let's minimize that because I think I'm approaching TP here. We're back at daily open. We've got to check if this guy's a bot. I'm going to check how many times he entered. Nope, he only entered once. Got to give him that. Is he here? All right, he's here. All right. Okay, so what I need from you is to put your email address in your YouTube channel. Yes, he says I entered once. Yes, I saw you enter in there once. It's all good. Sorry, I'm watching the charts because we're like a point away from that first TP. Give me a sec, Kesa. I will get that account to you. 1 second. Hey, TV1 smash. Let's go. W's in the chat. That is the second W of the stream. I'm going to just move stops to break even now. We are not reversing any positions here, and I'm going to let this one run. So that's that. Now the reverse position is off. I can click this safely. Okay, cool. Nope, I'm going to click that. All right, and I'm just going to let the rest run here. I have a stop, break even, and the rest will run for that Asia high target. I mean, W's to those who took the longs. Also, Kesa, just before I end the stream here, I will make sure I said, put your email address in the YouTube channel description, and we will get that account to you in around 7 days. But for the rest of you, W's, if you took the longs, W's, wait, we're still a few minutes out, so we're gonna hold on for a few more minutes here. But I mean, let me know if you are holding longs or whether you're fading me and you took those shorts. I wish I had the receipts, but patience pays, right? Like, you guys saw me sit around for the entirety of this session, bar that degenerate short I took like just at London Open. I sat around for that Asia low sweep, and I waited like 2 hours, maybe more, and then eventually got those setups that I was waiting for. So sometimes trading is boring. Sometimes that's reality, and that's actually a good thing. So when you realize that, I think trading will clear itself up a lot for you. But yeah, anyone else? Andre says W stream, W trades, great start of the week. I know, and it's Monday, so it's only Monday. We have a whole nother week together to smash out some W trades in here. Beware, I am not the trader that's going to take longs and shorts at any given point in the session. This is what the sessions are going to be like this week. It's going to be slow, but then hopefully when we execute, it's going to bank. So it's a good start to the week. It's great to start the week on a green. And we'll see where we go from here. But chat, it's been a pleasure. There are still a couple more minutes. So if anyone has any last questions, thank you, Roman. Put a W in the chat if you love the stream today. Of course, put an L in the chat if you hated it. Of course, there's always room for improvement. But I hope you guys love the stream. I honestly had a whole bunch of fun. The 3 hours went quick. 3 hours went quick. I think we're going to have a great week this week, and we'll see. There will be a guest, like I said, on Wednesday, so you guys stay tuned for that. But for now, make sure you guys tune in to the New York session stream, 8:30, and with the rest of the gang in New York. And then I'll be back same time, 7 a.m. UK tomorrow. So W to you all. I will let you guys know how this trade ends up tomorrow. And until then, peace out, happy trading, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys.